Hey guys, Owning Toaster here with a late edited upload of the Mainstream Monday podcast. This episode is so late, in fact, that we have to issue an editor's note. Blitzen, who is our guest this time, is a professional Apex Legends player who, as of this episode's recording, was with Noble Esports and currently, at the time of recording this intro, he and his team are free agents and looking for an organization to represent. With that clarification made, I hope you enjoy this episode. It's much shorter than normal, which is better, I think. Blitzen's become a good friend of myself and the channel over the past year, and he has much to share about the gaming and streaming industry as a professional gamer and as a Twitch partner. So without much further ado, let's get right into the episode. I hope you enjoy. Please give it a like, leave your thoughts in the comments, and if you're new to the channel, we'd really appreciate it if you consider subscribing. Thank you so much. Enjoy. Our thing. I was telling them that I just got back from the park and I was late because I was... Dude, the crazy guy from the park was there again, dude. He tried to fight me again. I'm not even...
Fight you.
Bro, he's always trying to, like, do something. This dude... So I kicked the soccer ball too far in the park, and he, he went to get it, and this was about a month ago, at, like, the peak of the COVID-19 kind of scare. I feel like people are less worried now, but back then they were hyper worried. Like, very few people at the park, dog owners, everyone's in a mask, except for me because I'm huffing and puffing and kicking the soccer ball around. And I kick it too far to the side fence, and this guy, man, this guy goes for it, bro. And I'm just like, please no. You know, you do your drawings because you're good at art on your stream. I do very scuffed. If you have the stream up, I'll pull up the drawing for a short summary here. This dude. Okay, so that is a terribly scuffed drawing, right? Oh, mega scuffed. And we'll pull us away from it. And we'll hide the chat for a moment so that the full glory of how terrible I am at drawing can be revealed to the audience here. There we go. And then let's get the YouTube chat out of the way temporarily. Boom. Okay, so also, do you need a link to this stream if you want to share it with anybody or not?
No, I got it.
Okay. So I am right here. I kicked the ball too close to the fence, which borders like a neighborhood that's right next to the park. All these green patches are various open grass, and then there's the gray pavement, which is annoying to kick my ball over because I worry about scuffing the ball in my cleats, so I just wear shoes now. I kick, and I do a whole lap, this little dotted line. I do a whole lap, and I come back and drink some water, and then do another lap. And when I do 4, it pretty much feels like those high school running tracks, like a mile. So I try and do however many miles I can do and then come back.
Right.
Which is what I was doing before I came here. But this guy's walking with his dog. I kick the ball over here. He starts beelining for it. And I'm just like, dude, it's like peak of virus time. Please don't. But I literally say out loud to him as he's headed, I was like, oh, no, thank you. I can get it. I appreciate it, though. And he backs into the tree here so that the bristles of the tree, which is growing low, bristle his back and not his front. Like, he's going through all this trouble to get to the ball. That's really weirding me out. Like, why do you need this to be a thing? Hey, what's up, Nemi? And it was really, really weird. So as he dribbles the ball out, he kind of keeps it close to himself and starts asking questions like I have to answer them to get the ball back, like some kind of cop situation. He goes, oh, what are you doing at the park? Just playing with the ball by yourself? Like, duh. That's very obviously what's going on.
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Pause real quick.
Yeah. Uh-oh. He's hanging up on me. Wait, show the cat. Dude, he was back. Storm, he was back. He was here tonight. I'm not kidding. He was here tonight, my dude. He tried to get in trouble with me again. He tried to get me. He like, oh man, he tried to fucking bait me into fighting him in front of people, bro. It was really, really weird. All right, what is going on?
I'm trying so many different angles. Like, what is going on?
You want me to reverse you? I have it reversed right now. That's what we did the other day. Would you like the other side that's normal to your streaming?
Yes.
Okay, transform, flip horizontal. How about that? Is that good? There you go. We've got Blitzen's normal streaming angle. This is how you normally see him. Is that what you were doing, bro? Is that what you were doing just now?
I was freaking out because like the focus was fucking. I was like, what is happening over here?
Yeah, Mr. Pecker Pog.
Cat, dude.
Yeah.
Look at this, dude. It's just crazy.
Oh wait, yeah. Let me bring it bigger so they can see the cat for a second. Hang on. Show the kitty. Oh, there's the cat. Which one's that?
It's Cat.
It doesn't have a name?
No, her name is Cat. Don't fuck.
Okay.
Don't fuck around with.
Okay.
She doesn't have a name.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What is this?
Kitty. And then where's the other? There was a black one, I thought.
That is the black one.
Oh, okay.
Colors are
She's got some like coffee coloring
just
on the
calico.
underside.
Yeah.
Oh, calico. That's what's up. We used to have like the kind of calico that you can have where it's like brown mane and like a lot of tan flecking and stuff like that. She passed away though. That was like ages ago. You have two, right? They bug you.
Yeah.
He
Pink
use
and cat. That
use
is
them
it.
for the social media likes. I see him on Twitter. It's a smart move. It's what I do with Snapchat.
You just gotta fucking you gotta yoink them.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
the
yeah.
impressions.
Yeah, all
that.
the. Oh
Destroy
man.
it.
Yeah. So this guy is like, what are you doing at the park with this ball, just playing by yourself? And like, if I was young, right, like younger, like a kid under 18, it'd be like some stranger danger type shit. But luckily, I know like I could take this guy, so I don't really worry too hard. But I was like, I said the pleases and the thank yous on when he went for the ball to politely decline. This time, it's a little bit more fervent, but I'm super polite still. I'm just like, yeah, if I could just get that back, please. And then he kicks it to me, and clearly that wasn't fun for him. It wasn't what he expected. So he goes back to the walking path with his friend with the dog here, and they're both headed away from me this way. And he goes, "See, that's the problem with society these days. There's no playfulness." And I was just like, "What the fuck?" Like I had my earphones in, so I could have pretended I didn't hear it, but I heard it, and it kind of pissed me off. So I go to get my water. I'm like, "No. We're gonna talk about this. Like we're not gonna fight about this, but we're gonna talk." And as he walks out of the park, there's a little car park here. This is a terribly drawn car. It turns out the guy he was walking with doesn't even know him. He's just some random dude at the park that this guy started talking to too. He's just doing this to everyone. Super weird. So as he heads up during the squiggle is like the further walking trail. My town has hell of long miles of walking trails. And they're all paved and it's great for exercise. I actually run on one when I can't get down to the park because of the curfew that I currently have in my city. And so I'm walking faster than I'm not going to run to catch this guy, right? Because if I run up on this guy, he might have some kind of a response I don't want. I'm just trying to, if he's a social, clearly, right? And he's doing the whole thing. He's turning and walking backwards to talk to these people who are passing him on the trail. He's talking to everybody. He can't help himself. So as I catch up, he turns and faces me. And I go, "Hey, man, I was the kid from the park with the ball." And he's like, "Yeah, I remember." And I was like, "What was that you said about like society and playfulness?" Because I didn't catch it all, to be truthful, in my earphones. And he goes, "Oh, well, all advanced societies and animal species have playfulness, Play is very important for development and everything else." I was like, "Oh, yeah, I totally agree." But like, what about what I said prompted that? Like, I thought I wasn't being rude or anything. He's like, "Oh, so you're offended? Well, fuck you. Fuck you right up the ass." And it's like this 65-year-old man, very shock white hair. He's got those little like elbow and knee pads, like the kind of pads that you have for rollerblading, but without the shell when you have like flexibility issues on your joints. And so I'm like, dude, I am not. And he stops walking backwards, so I have to stop walking towards him. And he steps into me, like towards me. I was like, whoa, like keep the distance. It's like a month ago during the, yeah, it did escalate quickly, Connor. And I was just like, yo, he's like, "Yeah, you want to do something about it?" I was like, "No, I don't want to do something about it, dude. Like, listen, you just keep doing the creepy old guy thing at the park. None of my business." And I walk away, and then he just shouts over my ear, "Hey, you toxic asshole. Like, come back here." And I was like, "Dude, I'm not coming back there." And he's yelling right as I'm passing some 40-something-year-old guys on the path, some dads. And I just stop. I'm just like, "Hey, guys, sorry about that. I don't know what's going on." He's like, "Dude, they're like, don't even worry about it. He's clearly like the weird one here. And like, keep your distance from people with that level of like social instability or like mental instability. Like you never know what they're going to do." And I was like, "That's a great point. I didn't really think about, all I thought about at the moment, right? Because you get that fight or flight instinct, was that I was pretty confident that I could just deck this guy. But what am I going to do? I'm going to punch out an old man on a park and then just run? Like what?
Right.
What are these options here? And I'm trying to, I got a home to get back to.
Honestly, the biggest play there that would have been made ever, honestly, was like when he started like "fuck you" right up the ass. You should have got real sexual with him. Been like, "Yeah, right here," and then just like slowly pull down your pants, and this motherfucker would have. There's no way you respond to a man just pulling down his pants just uncomfortably. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, real slow.
Yeah.
B, just start saying like even more obscene shit towards him. Like, "Fuck you right up the ass. I'll fuck you right up the ass with the giant horse dildo." This motherfucker would have been done for, out, gone. There's no way.
Oh,
that
man.
or he pulls a gun and you're out. Like
There you go.
that's just how.
Yeah.
That's the other option.
And so it was either that night or 2 weeks later, so 2 weeks ago, that there's this little horseshoe thing between these two patches of grass. And I was kind of like, maybe we can have a good time. Because this guy was like, "Hey, you want to play some horseshoes?" And we're still in the COVID thing, like don't touch stuff that other people touch. But he handed me one and he had a beer and his name was like Kenny from Tennessee. And he was real K-Kona. And I was like, all right, this is like an actual old guy that's chill. And I threw some horseshoes with him, and I like scratched him the side of my. He's like, "Don't touch your face." So he's like worried about me too, even though he's handing me the horseshoes. So he's not like weird, and he seems sensible. And so we like bump elbows because that's what you do these days, I guess. And I walked home renewed in my faith in humanity, right? And so the crazy old guy was a month ago, and so Nice Kenny was either 2 weeks ago or whatever. So I went down tonight at like 7:20, and it took till 7:40 to really get down there. I was like, shit, dude, I might be late, and I was late by like 5 or 10 minutes. But they're here. They're at the halfway point of my lap. They're like one of them smoking, the other one's throwing a frisbee with his dog, and Kenny's there drinking a beer again, and they're playing like Metallica or old guy rock. It's kind of tight, some boomers. And as I do my first lap, I can't tell if it's Kenny or not, and I start dribbling away. He yells. He goes, "Hey!" And it's like, so getting yelled at in public like that is always a little monk ass. So I just kept going. Right. And I did my second lap, and I looked. I was like, "Yo." He's like, "Hey, you remember me?" I was like, "Hey, Kenny from Knoxville, Tennessee." And he's like, "Hey," and he gives me a little elbow bump. I damn near think he's gonna give me a beer, but he doesn't. He just has the one, which is weird, but responsible, I guess you could say. Yeah. Okay. We're talking about shit. I meet their dog. It's like a Weimaraner or whatever those are. It kind of looks like a Great Dane, but small. And I keep doing laps. And on my third lap, bro, I keep telling him, like, "Hey, I'm going to take another lap." The guy is there. The crazy old man is there in the same position, headed up this walk, and I'm headed down the stretch of grass. Now, I keep my eyes to the front. I stare at my ball. I dribble forward. I don't want it. And I can feel, I can see in your peripheral when someone's staring at you. This man is staring at me. He's hard stare, dude, from 20 feet out. And then right when we're across from each other, still 10 to 20 feet, but uncomfortably close to this guy for me. He goes, he does these like loud, like offensive level kissing noises. Like he's trying to get me and get my goat. Right. I turned to him. I was like, "Dude, don't do that." And he's like, "You're the kid with the ball from the park." And it's like, "Dude, I have a ball and I'm at the park, duh." But I'm just like, "Yeah, and you're the weird old guy. Please don't touch the ball." And he goes, "Yeah, blah, 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 asshole," as he's walking backwards. I was like, "Hey, listen, you're yelling and cussing at a park. Everyone's trying to have a good day. I hope you can have one too." And he turns away because he cusses over the top of like 3 more grown-ass adults, dog owners at the park, and they all stare at him, not me. So he can kind of tell that he's the bad guy here. And he just turns away and just keeps walking in silence. And I was like, damn, I kind of own that one, but I still want to fucking deck that guy. But I know. And I was like
the male Karen name is the question. That's like a male Karen 100%.
I don't know what a male Karen would be. It's like it's got like, yeah, it can't be like a Chad, but it's got to be like a white suburban guy name. But that's like, yeah, like Aiden is a good one because it's like obscure, but Aiden's a little too young. Karen could be middle-aged, like a fucking Scott or some shit.
Like a Walter.
A Walter sounds great, boomer, dude. Yeah, it could be Boomer because the guy from Up is Walter, right? I don't know.
Right, yeah, that is true.
Yeah, fucking Walter, damn near. And I was just like, what the fuck is this? So, I mean, I had to do the same old thing. I dribbled up, like he left. I dribbled up to the older folks. And I was like, hey, sorry about him. He was this way a month ago. And I tell the story, and they're like, yeah, you just want to stay away from people who are weird like that. And they were super shocked that at the peak of the Corona thing that he would go for the ball. I'm like, see, this is what I needed. I needed somebody to validate me feeling weird about someone I didn't want kicking my ball. Like, I don't think you're going to get COVID from somebody kicking your ball and you both have shoes on. But it's weird. Like, I carry that ball over the pavement home. There's a lot of things that happen. He could be sweating onto it, and I could touch it. And then, like, I don't know how it happens. I'm not the scientist at the time. I hadn't done the research. So on my fourth lap, my final lap, because I was only doing a mile so I get back here, I've actually gone on the trail yesterday and ran today. We've got a whole new workout regimen, Blitz. Sunday, Monday running. Tuesday, working out the arms so I can be buff like you, right? Wednesday, running again. Thursday, working out the arms. Friday, running again. And then Saturday, working out the arms. And then Sunday, Monday, running again. And all of that is going to be during the day. And then at night before I go to bed, we do 10 tricep dips, 10 reverse lunges, 10 squats, get the butt right, and then 20 sit-ups and crunches or whatever it is that I'm feeling that day, and then 10 push-ups. So in addition to you guys getting to make me do push-ups on stream, I'm doing my own. And all in all, it was getting me great results, but I was just bummed out for the past 2 weeks leading up to June. And I just like fell off of it. But I just did it yesterday and today, and I'm like feeling the look because I have to look at myself every day. When I get in the shower and stuff, and it felt better, and hopefully each day afterwards is better. But yeah, crazy guy in the park is back, which makes me sad because I told them I'd be back Wednesday to throw the frisbee with his dog because that was fun, and now I have to worry about this crazy ass dude again. So that sucks. Right. Also, I saw you liked it but didn't retweet it. You don't want to let people know you're out here? that what this is?
Jesus Christ, man's just trying to farm impressions for
Farm
his
impressions.
podcast.
Oh no! Well, it's dead now, but it's coming to life. It's getting electrocuted back to life. I mean, we even have the YouTube chat on the screen so that people can, be a part of the show. And then we throw up the self-promotional hashtag on top of everything so that people are like, oh yeah, that's what this is. So it can be put places. That is a text timer. That is not our other timer.
There you go.
I've even thought about doing it green.
Tweet.
Hey, he engaged with my. Well, that was what liking it was. This is even better. You're supporting the tweet. Did we do call it the podcast or just say number 5? I think we just said number 5 last time. This is number 6. We had Clam Waffles on last time. We have Blitzen on today. New people tuning in are probably not quite here, but I'm Oni Toaster and I stream on Twitch. And I'm part of the Noble Community Stream team. And I'm also part of a new content creator group called Invicta that Blitzen is one of the 4 directors of. So he's like low-key my boss, and he's the one who got me involved in Noble streaming as well. What do you want to say to introduce yourself if people were asking who you are and shit?
Who am I?
Yes, you.
I mean, like, besides like the practical memes that I feel like I definitely want to do.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean,
from that approach.
Do whichever one you want to do first, and then do one that's like
probably
vaguely
like
serious.
the best probably thing is like a washed BR player.
Yeah.
Gone like a decent BR player.
Yeah. Nice meme. I get you.
Past that, I don't know, dude. It's just like I stream sometimes. I'm a partner that didn't really get partner numbers, but had to go through like I would say a similar grind, which is through like VODreview and like fucking all that shit.
Yeah, grinding professional play as opposed to grinding the viewership that is the other route to partnership.
Right, and then I mean, you just sit there.
Oh no, Hershey said, "Holy shit, it's the actual Blitzen in all caps." And then he says, Blitzen ain't the only one who doesn't know who he is. Smile.
That's a fact, bro.
There it is.
Yo, actually, Hershey, by the way.
Yeah.
In Apex, we're getting called the most underrated North American team in the world. So I guess, or not the world, but that's just...
Well, in North America, yeah.
Which is the world, K-Kona.
Yeah,
anyway.
Exactly. True. K-Kona clap, brother.
Yeah.
I need Twitch emotes.
But that's not wrong. I am so... Like, dude, I don't know how we always get stuck in the thing, but we are all so irrelevant. It is gross.
Yeah, he said, "Hey, hell yeah!" Who said that? Well, Hershey's on Invicta as well, and we just got our 13th member. So I was introducing them to you because I first met you through the Ring of Elysium competitive scene where he played for Noble, which is far and away the best North American team in that esport. You guys won 5 back-to-back tournaments.
Like, come on.
I mean, I would love for you guys to play against a European team, but y'all didn't come for the World Invitational. We were so certain that it was going to be you guys as the invited guests.
Consistency, everything, you got to give us.
Oh yeah, and I'm a K-Kona clap, so I'm gonna put you over whatever EU could throw up. Ramino, whoever. Bryans, no, I don't care. You know what I mean? The lineup that ended all those tournaments in first, I definitely think would have beat whatever EU had on the same ping or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, and now you're a director of Invicta GG, and I told them you're on the Noble Esports Stream team, and I'm on the Noble Community, so you're on the ring up a little bit there. We play EU on lane, and we win easy, no doubt, no cap. There it is, Hershey. There it is. And I've been trying to get Hershey to be on here for maybe the next one. And he's like, I don't really want people to know my opinions too publicly. And I think back to that time where we were screaming for Below Zero, and Hershey is just going, get the fuck out of our scrims to the EU team. I was like, listen, you were comfortable with them hearing that shit. Come on now, you got to come on the show.
That's just fueled out of like absolute degeneracy, bro. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I love a good meme, and I think everyone does, bro. Like, when you're just sitting there, and I'll admit, from like hearing some of the EU sides, because I would talk to them, be like, dude, like, what the fuck is going on there?
Yeah.
They'd be like, oh, okay, well, I mean, Ramino doesn't get home from work till this time, and he can only play NA. Cool, right?
Yeah.
That does not excuse dumbass plays because you can get away with it. Like that, I've never fucking understood why practice dumbass plays when I know, and they're always like, they do that to you. No, I have sit there and VOD reviewed your fucking tournaments to see what you're doing.
Oh, no, yeah. Exactly. And I was talking to Grims and like the GG Mafia guys one day, and they're like, dude, they know they can't do that in EU because if they try and fuck around in cars like that, even in scrims, everybody within like range will like just laser them and shoot up their cars and not let them just push like some bots. So yeah, that excuse also falls very flat to my ears as well. Absolutely.
Also, dude, like, I mean, of course you're gonna shit on. Like, I'll be.
Yeah. The EU side is way better because they can beat up on the game.
Terrible.
Yeah.
NA is just awful. There was like 4 or 5 teams max that could even put up like points. And then past that, it's like you're just throwing fucking like napkins at people, seeing who catches them.
And also, like, so people try to say basically that it's like, these are anecdotal stories, you have no stats. Somebody who knows and would know is Young, and he talked to me about this. He's like, listen, dude, like, with all the kind of like the social nets and structures, like, it's a lot easier to kind of just fuck around and that's like, you know, you don't have like a very serious job and you just beat up on the game all day, even at older ages. Whereas in America, the player base was much older, had jobs, did not really have time to quite do this much. So, yeah, the EU scene is going to be bigger. And also, you know, some of the first esports contracts in the world came from Europe. Europe has always taken it more serious than just about anybody. We actually covered this on episode 4 with Bob Atari. We were talking about how in Riot Games, boosting is bannable, right? Like playing on other people's accounts to get them high level because they couldn't do it themselves is bannable in NA. And Dom did that. I Will Dominate did that for somebody and got banned on one account and missed the All-Stars, but he still played the rest of the season. He didn't get permabanned. In Asia, specifically in Korea, whatever their equivalent of a social security number is tied to your Riot account. So if you get banned, you can't make a new account. And there's a guy who made his entire life off of boosting because he had to go to school and couldn't be a pro in the esports scene. And he didn't want to go pro. He even admitted, he was like, hey, I make more money boosting accounts. I'd rather do that. But it's way more serious in Europe. I think in 2001 was one of the first like computer gaming esports contracts, and I think it was maybe Dignitas who actually did it first, or SK Gaming. So I mean, it's always been more serious in Europe. Yeah.
Right. I agree.
Yep. Wasted time.
Security, social security, whatever thing.
Yeah.
It's like Asia takes like their work ethic and everything is 1,000 times more than any North American person I know.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's a little bit ignorant on both sides. Like maybe like
no, I mean, Balmung's very Kovacs work ethic, and then 70 right goes crazier on it.
Right, which I mean, that's Kovacs and everything. How that applies to your game is a different.
I mean, yeah. I'm just like, taking like an example from something else. It's not directly related to the gaming.
And obviously, like there can be like say like an Asian person that does less than an American person. Whatever the case is. Usually, the fucking Asian culture takes it seriously. Whether it be esports, like say you're like a packer at like a plant. Everything goes hard in the paint.
Yeah, to the point where people like collapse due to serious. Yeah. It goes crazy. They're not fucking around. Speaking of esports and what you say at tournaments and stuff, I'd say Blitzen was definitely one of the more outspoken people at NA, which is part of why, as somebody who started as a streamer for Row and then entered the competitive scene, I, hadn't seen a lot of people who started in the competitive scene and then were also streaming and were as outspoken as I was. I think that was a big basis for our initial friendship there's a lot of other aspects to what we talked about, but we were one of the, two voices that were very much not about the racism in the Ring of Elysium community.
Which, by the way, shouldn't have been a thing. I don't understand what the fuck was wrong with like the community and the fact that it was so forgiving.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's good to be forgiving. Like, say someone fucking stubbed like.
Yeah, like you can't lock somebody in the cancel culture. The problem with the cancel culture is that you don't let people grow beyond what they were. But the problem for me was that people would not apologize. They would just be who they were, and everyone would be like, you have to understand this and that about them. It's like, no, especially not like, to be honest, I hate to name names, but Kilman still BS's about that clip of him calling the streamer the hard R N-word. He says it's like doctored. It happened live. There's a live clip. How's that doctored? Who's like, how? You're just lying to the people. Maybe if he had made an apology thread or gone on Twitter and been like, yeah, I did it and it was not good and I'm different now, right?
You know what's crazy? Even like that would be cool, but like there's no. Okay, you gotta get off my thing. All right, there's no repercussions, right?
Yeah.
And
beyond him getting him and all himself and his roster dropped from any serious org,
which
like
that should be a thing. 100%.
Yeah, absolutely, it should
be. Dude, if someone so we never do this, but say like I.
Yeah.
Drop the N-word. Boom.
Right.
Immediately, 1, removed from my organization.
Yeah.
2, no one ever would fuck with me again. But like, in the ring, it was ass backwards.
Yeah.
1, there was a group for you just to go there. Boom. The orgs don't care unless you get somehow, and this brings me back to the Supernova days because I tried hard to get that motherfucker off that team immediately.
Yeah.
And
they were very resistant. They were taking their sweet ass time. The last scrims week before the tournament. That they were set to play for Supernova Run, they still had him on the roster and participating, like they're trying to act like they maybe might drop him and like they're just letting him practice until they can find a suitable sub. But it's like they won 2 or 3 out of those 4 games on the last week. and you guys weren't there, so that probably contributed to it. But like, are you really going to drop the guy that plays with the starting roster that gets 3 out of 4 games won? Like, there's no way from like just a basic standpoint that you're going to make that happen. So it's just
without like proof. But
yeah,
like, we sent proof, and like that's, I guess that's like an opinion of like, you gotta understand like what T1 through like 3 orgs are doing, which is that's from like your Cloud9s to, I'd say, like,
well, I mean, think about it this way though.
whatever.
There's also, how loud is Blitzen to y'all? By the way, I'm trying to turn him up, but in a pop-out window, I can't do it. So I'm checking to see if he's loud enough. But like FaZe had that kid who said it, and you just took sensitivity training. So other T1 orgs are doing different things. To be fair, I know,
and I agree, but like,
yeah.
I mean, I don't think anyone here is going to be like that. He shouldn't be kicked off FaZe or whatever the fuck org he was on, because he 100% should have. And I think most people can agree with that, unless you're like a Fortnite Andy who's like fucking 90s and just.
That's who he was. He was a Fortnite. Oh, you're talking about the Fortnite community like, backing him. Yeah, all the Fortnite kids were backing him, or a decent amount.
Right.
And it's crazy how they.
And it's
and like they backed Ziff XXIF, that guy who teamed in the solo qualifiers.
But that's a different thing as well, because with Ziff, I remember that story broke, and it fuck you first off for cheating in the qualifiers, which I mean, that's cool. But like then he got his 2-week suspension. Then there was still time for qualifications, and he did it legit. Which I mean is like also it's like less. How can I say this? Like it's less of a cool thing now, because it's like you already cheated, you got known for that.
Yeah.
Now people think you're fucking stupid, and now you come back, you actually do legit, and it's not as important of a thing. And that's why when like people, even like the stadium, all these like fucking idiots that bought Fortnite tickets were like, boo Ziff with their families. Like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But.
Oh wait, that happened on LAN?
Yeah, on.
That's what's up, bro. That's hilarious, bro. That's actually funny. Oh no. I don't know. But what I thought, because I swear this happened. This is context for this clip we're gonna watch from last week's episode we watched with Clam, and then we're gonna move to this week's Streamers Reloaded episode. For those who don't know, the show is not just about our history and the bullshit we've been through, but also kind of like a discussion on the big Twitch partner bans, the big streamer drama, but also it's seen as a bit of an educational endeavor by myself, because it can help you, if you're a streamer, know what is or isn't okay and what could or could not get you in trouble. Because there's a lot of shifting winds, especially on Twitch, there's a lot of stuff that can get you banned or that's being enforced more than other things, and some things people are getting away with, right? We'll have to get into the DMCA music stuff tonight too. So, watching this is not just like the tea, as they call it these days. It's also educational. So it's also an attempt by us to have a transformative work of art, which allows you to not get like copyright claim via fair use and stuff like that, which is why Streamers Reloaded is allowed to have his videos up. The daily people I tend to watch are Daily Twitch, and then Streamers TV. And they're both great one day or every day kind of uploaders. They skim live stream fails and the other stories. And they got demonetized because it was just a straight clip show. There was no context. And now they do commentary to try and get themselves back. And I think one of them at least is back to being monetized. And Streamers Reloaded is my favorite out of all 3 of them, just because he does it once a week and he covers the big stories, and he really goes in depth more than the other 2. He brings you up to speed if you don't know what's going on. And so we used to do the show where we watch the whole video and then we go back piece by piece. But these days you can miss it all if you're tuning in the middle of the stream. So to kind of help with the live audience, we'd go story by story, talk about it, and then we move on. And then afterwards, we're going to skim some of the gems from live stream fails and stuff. I want to the Shungite thing that I got Blitzen with is so good to me. But Blitzen, tell me if I'm wrong on this. You were on... There was like an EPCL show an ROECL show or some kind of thing where you were the guest caster with Rick, and you're just like, everyone else is a shitter. You said something like that. Yeah. So I need to find this. It's playing for you, right? I'm gonna pause it.
Yeah.
And make sure to adjust your volume. Yeah, dude. Okay, the TSM Zexro thing in the tournament, dude. This shit was hilarious, dude. It's definitely, I can see you doing this. So I want your take on this. We'll watch the whole thing and then we'll come back. All right, Eris, let's go. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So make sure you're on my volume. This is good for me. All right, here we go.
See you in the sewer. Thanks for liking
this
my
Eris
stream.
getting banned.
Following on, we got one from Ninja and the Ninja Battles in Fortnite. This is an event with an $80,000 prize pool every week. A bunch of streamers come together and battle to win some money. The drama here actually comes from one of the winners of the tournament. The winners of this week's tournament being TSM Zexro, Matchwood, and Young Kalk. And this one comes from the individual winner, Zexro. Now, we're not looking at the games themselves, but the after-game interview, where Zexro decided to make some distasteful comments about the other members in the tournament.
Any final shout outs, questions, or kind of projects you're working on that we want to give you the floor, of course, to shout yourself out here?
Nah, not really working on anything. Hopefully I do good in solos, but like last FNCS didn't go too well. I just made more than top 9 in it, so everyone that didn't place in top 10 can like suck my they're shitters.
Oh,
I don't know why they talk shit. They're actually also dog shit and brain dead. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Let it finish, right? Let it finish
there.
there.
Thanks for joining us here.
Yeah, he's actually
Regardless
an
of what,
idiot.
it has been very interesting at Ninja Battles event today, Balla.
Actually
Any final
stupid.
words from you before we tune on out?
Dude, awesome. Congratulations to the winners. That was fantastic.
So of course those comments were made and the event ended there, and that is where we come on to Twitter. Zekro received a fair bit of hate for those comments made, and he tweeted out, "Oh, I forgot parents watch, I'm sorry." And Ninja responds with, "Congrats on your first and last Ninja Battles placement." So based on that, Ninja will not be inviting Zekro back, and alternatively has banned him from any future Ninja tournaments. Zekro released a bit more of an apology, tweeting, "I'm actually really sorry about that. It was a really bad lapse in judgment, and I didn't think in the moment and forgot that there were kids watching. And even so, it was too far. Thank you to Ninja for hosting the tournament, and I'm sorry I ended it on that sour note." This was followed up with a twitlonger, which is just a further apology again. And the last point to come from this is actually from Zekro's team, as he is a member of the esports group TSM. The CEO, Andy Din, has decided to fine Zekro a month's salary for his actions. There are two views in general to this, the first being the Fortnite community is just soft, and these comments weren't even that bad. And on the other side, some people want Zexro completely dropped from TSM. He even tweeted out himself saying, "Since you guys really want me dropped from TSM, I'll ask them if I can leave." So is everything that happened here fair or not? Leave your thoughts below. Coming on to Friday, first off, we got one from Pokimane, who had a bit of an accident on stream where she ended up doxing herself in Call of Duty Warzone.
Oh,
There's one
okay. Blah,
particular
blah, 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 blah. If you want to click around and get any screenshots while we discuss this for a second, feel free to click around. It'll bring me back too. But yeah, your initial thoughts on that one.
So, dude, like, it's funny because I have said things similar to this, like on cast.
Yeah. On a
I
cast.
guess it's not of like the same.
You
priority,
didn't
but,
you
like,
didn't
if
tell
you
people to
say-
suck your dick. You didn't do that.
Right. So like, there's a difference between, or I guess. All right. So let me explain this better. So basically, you're on a big platform, right? And you know this is Ninja's tournament.
Yeah, let's go back
So
to where you can
even
see that
if
you're
it
on
was-
Mixer. I'm gonna click
If it
it.
was
back.
Mixer
There.
or Ninja's tournaments or whatever it was on.
Yeah.
Shit like that is funny, right?
It's hilarious.
And that's why you
yeah.
see in the chat where people are like
LOL,
because
Lamafaus.
it's
And then,
genuinely
but
funny,
there's
right when you
occasional
talk
people. Michael Broza says rude, and somebody else said ban him. But most
Yeah.
people are laughing. And Emad, who's actually that's why the audio is not in sync, because this definitely got deleted. The VOD, right? The Ninja VOD here. But the reason he's able to grab this and why it's out of sync is because this is a clip of Emad who streams on Twitch, and he's on TSM Fortnite as well. He's watching it as like a viewing party, and you can see him be like, "That's stupid." He's like super sketched out. So two TSM players, one being super out there, and one guy being like, "This is bad." Yeah. So you were saying?
I like there's a place where you can be like, you guys are dog shit, and you guys suck, and there's that. But like, right when you get into where you guys are brain dead, and to suck my dick, you're like, dude, you're like, you gotta understand where you're at with that kind of stuff, and you gotta understand also is like, what is your place in the community, right? Are you known as this person who's toxic? So like T-Hump, if he was ever invited to this and won, would 100% get away with that.
Yeah.
It'd be like 100%.
It'd be on brand for him, so to say.
on brand as fuck. But like,
Yeah.
who is? So I guess the question is who's extra, right?
Who
And say,
Megalol, right? Type
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
and then third, right, or second,
Yeah.
he did the twit longer thing. And I'm gonna be honest with you, you should never apologize for who you are unless you are absolutely scum, right?
Yeah.
And for me, also, I like trash talking in games because
Yeah.
it brings a whole another element. It brings more competitiveness. It brings this, and that.
Yeah.
And then third is like this man, however old he is, he could be in his 20s or maybe
Right.
he's the early teens, whatever. He definitely let the amount of crazy impressions he got, because I imagine once this went viral,
Right.
hundreds of thousands of people was adding this man, following him, unfollowing him,
Yeah.
subtweeting him, whatever. And it's like, bro, dude, don't go out and then try to give yourself consequences for things. It's like I think it's like if you let other people do that for you, it's already done. Like don't make yourself worse, if that makes any sense. If you already know you fucked up, and like that's like
like don't dig the ditch
why,
deeper, the hole or whatever.
So like imagine this, right? It's like say you did a crime, right? And like this is kind of a bad example, but say you committed like some sort of whatever that's going to get you 20 years. Why in the hell would you be like, I did that, yep, and I did this, this, and this along with it, and then you added like 40 more years? Like, what are you doing?
The Fifth Amendment exists to stop you from having to self-incriminate if you don't want to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like, why would you do that?
Yeah, Papa Toast told me, and I think I've talked with you about this once. It's like it's not your job to crucify yourself. You can if you want, but it's not your job, and you shouldn't see it as such. If you get in trouble and this, that, the other, you can own up to it, but doubling down even further is just not necessary.
Yeah, like let me leave this organization that is paying me. Is he a top tier Fortnite player? He's probably making probably $3 grand a month, $3 grand a month. Maybe
I mean,
more,
I don't, dude. They low key kind of throw a lot at the Fortnite players. I hear. Like,
but
we're
like,
getting close to 10, to be honest, a month. I'm not lying.
10, it depends on the stream. I don't know.
I mean, this guy constantly places. So what, for the context, right? He might not be well known outside of Fortnite, but within Fortnite, he is very well known. Like,
okay, well then, like, it just depends on like metrics and like what he's getting, whatever his contract is. I don't know why you would ever be like, I actually
almost 250,000 followers and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, so I just don't get it. Why would you ever be like, you know what, I'll leave TSM. I'm gonna ask. Like,
and then look at this, and you can't like go back and forth on the spectrum from being toxic to non-toxic. He goes, Hogman isn't as nice as he seems. Hogman, at the 3 people in the tournament, you kiddos got shit on. GG. Yeah.
Like, dude, it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
like, Why?
I mean, maybe he's memeing, but still, yeah.
These Fortnite players, I think, and maybe even like other game players. So I'm a little bit ignorant to the fact because I haven't played Fortnite competitively. But like, why? What,
I mean,
I just don't understand your actions. Like what?
Yeah, Frobo
like
says.
We just covered.
Yeah, what, like 10K a month for playing Fortnite? Maybe not that much because we don't have direct lines on the kind of salaries that they're getting. But what they get from the org alone is very, very favorable and generous, especially because Fortnite is the biggest esport currently. Still is in terms of how much money Epic puts in. I think League might be bigger based on Riot prize pools. But in terms of what you can make as an individual, I think Fortnite is bigger than anything for that reason. Teams can make a lot in League of Legends and in the other top 5 esports, but individuals, the amount of scattered individuals who've won thousands in tournaments is insane. Like thousands of kids have won thousands of dollars, and not like some of them, you know, it's like 1,000 or 2,000 or whatever. But the big guys are, you know, getting to 100K on their own tournament earnings alone in a year or so. So, and of course, the big story that you can relate to a lot of people who don't understand how big esports are. You know, when I have to talk to somebody about this, sometimes I reference it. Bugha, right, won the solo World Cup. There was a duos and a quads department there at the World Cup too that won a lot of money. But as a solo player, he won $3 million right there at that one tournament. It's crazy. Wow, I never really knew that. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, people don't understand the scale at which esports has gone to. And like Young said on, I think, episode 3 of this podcast, a lot of it floats on venture capitalist money. So it is a bubble that could burst, and the sponsors help out big time. People like Intel and Logitech and stuff like that who throw a lot of money into the scene. But there is big money to be made, especially for individuals. And, you know, what's very unique about Fortnite specifically, because it's such an individualistic esport, there's often solo tournaments or trios or duos. It's really come a long way from when it first started, which was definitely just strictly squads of 4. And that's when you saw stuff like Myth, right, with the TSM guys. Him, Daquan, Kim Ills, and who am I forgetting? Hamlins. How could I forget? Hamlins actually signed this flag, the TSM flag right behind me at TwitchCon. He's a great guy. And all of them seemed really nice from what I could see of them online. But these days, it's way more floating free agency. It's not just free agency. There's great free agents out there, more than in most other esports, it would seem. But also, they kind of have this agency to go and team with whoever they want to for individual tournaments. For example, this guy's playing with Macwood, who I'm pretty sure is on team with TSM. But Young Kauk is on an esports org named Vanguard. And, you know, like in normal esports, like where Blitzen's playing, right, for Apex, pointing this way actually points at him, my bad. He's playing for Noble, right? And his 2 teammates are also playing for Noble. It's very rare that you're going to see a signed person just play with other signed people to different orgs in another esport. It just doesn't happen. If you're going pro and you're playing in these high level tournaments with these big prize pools in like Rocket League or Counter-Strike or even Apex Legends, you're all on the same org, or you guys are orgless and you're free agents trying to find an org for all of you, for the whole team. But in this one, it's mix and match. You know, someone from Cloud9 might play with somebody from Luminosity, who might play with somebody from TSM for this tournament, and then next tournament they're looking for someone else because it's like trios and duos and there's solos. There's all this random shit going on. So there's all these crazy big influential people that you might not know of unless you're super into Fortnite. So Zexro and Emad are both people like that. Emad will play in the Cash Cups. I'm not sure he's like really pro, but he is a pro player for TSM. I just don't think he like places in these big tournaments the way that he is, which might be kind of telling by noticing that he's doing a watch party. This guy played and just won. But yeah, you know, read the room is something that I've learned as a phrase that's really
100%.
useful for the past couple years. This man did not read the room. Ninja's family friendly on Mixer. He's the biggest person on Mixer. He's got 3.1 million followers by this screenshot here. And, you know, this could be great for him. You know what I mean? The after interview, that could boost your stats. Just plug your fucking Twitter or your Instagram and be gone. Like this whole telling everyone their shit is. So the context before it, though, is that there's something called the FNCS. This is a Ninja tournament for 80,000. There's all these little tournaments that are for thousands and thousands. But the big one is the Fortnite Competitive Series. It's like LCS, which was the League of Legends Pro Series put on by Riot. This is FNCS put on by Epic Games. And it's the big one people care about each year. I don't know if he did, but Calc and Macwood, I'm pretty sure, were Season X champions. And it might have been with Zexro. So the 10th season, which is either the beginning of this Season 2, this new map that's been out for a while in Fortnite, or right at the end of the first map. And then the most recent one, he's mentioning that he's getting dogged on for getting only 9th, which is still great. In terms of there probably are 25 teams to make a 100-man lobby in the FNCS. He's like, so everyone who's saying that about me, who's outside of the top 10 are dog shit and can suck my dick. That's what he's talking about. He's not talking about the people who didn't do well in the tournament that he just won. He's addressing the haters who were talking shit on his last tournament placement because it was 9th. He's like, oh yeah, I got 9th. Anybody who's saying that shit as if it's bad, who's outside the top 10 can suck me, you know? So he's obviously got it.
At the same time, though,
Yeah.
it's like, maybe the interview makes him, bro, but this 100%, he didn't know it, obviously, but like this makes whatever he could have said in the interview, his cloud,
Null and void.
whatever he was trying to get at it, explodes like out of this. And this
Yeah.
is like maybe even a better play than saying, here's my Twitter, here's this, follow it. 1,000%.
Yeah, I mean, because like outrage views are still views, and some people are super
Right.
down. Like T-Hump has an audience of thousands for a reason. Some people
Right.
are tired of the sensitive SJW type shit or whatever you want to call it if you're anti that.
Right.
And there's a home for you somewhere on the internet to watch somebody be that toxic. So I don't know if that's the way Zexro streams always go, but you might get the T-Hum crowd in there if you get a video like this out. You know, your numbers definitely go up from this, not down. As much as
Right,
like there's
100%.
drama just brings the numbers. And like there's all these like pity party like Asaris, right? You saw the tweets. I feel like I don't know how much of this is like super genuine. I feel like a lot of this is kind of like I do this because I know I have to do this for PR.
This is 100% a PR move in my eyes. Like, because even me, I would 100% put out a tweet like this.
Yeah.
And I think anyone would
Yeah.
has a fucking head and shoulders. And I bet he didn't want to put this out, but I bet TSM said put this out. 'Cause
Yeah.
I've had Recon, or maybe even orgs before that, be like, dude, you need to put some shit out from like some shit you said to this dude, and he's not liking it.
Yeah.
You need to put something out where it's like one of the things where it's like, I didn't really mean what I said, or it's like one of those things where it's like, I'm
Yeah.
sorry to anyone that was offended by this, which is, by the way, like the biggest cop out on the planet, but that's a different story.
Dude, speaking of like, and you can tell that this is like a prepared statement because you see the typical telltale phrases. It was a really bad lapse in judgment. Whenever you read the phrase lapse in judgment, you know either someone else wrote this or he's been told to write this kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Right. And then when you thank the TOs, that's
Yeah.
also
Thank you to
100%.
Ninja for hosting the tournament. I'm sorry I ended it on that sour note. Yeah.
And who says sour unironically? Like,
Mhm.
come on,
Yeah.
dude. Like, come on, like, come on. This man has never said sour, but said like Sour Patch Kids, and I know that 100%.
There it is. Also, there's a little bit of a pity party. Okay, so twit longers are interesting as well. Considering he doubled down on the apology note, he did the basic tweet, and then he did this.
Right.
It's more context. I think twit longers are very useful in the esports world. They're often used, especially when people leave orgs. It was like a twit longer lets you use a lot more characters, for those who don't know. Yeah, the interview could have been big for him. It could have been big, but it also could be big long term drama wise. Because now we're talking about it. People who don't know shit really about Fortnite for the most part. I keep tabs, but I don't know a lot of the players. And I knew of Zexro, I just didn't really think about him. And now I'm thinking about the play he made there. Gonna head off feeling well. Take care. Take care, Connor. Thank you for stopping in. And like Mikey had to put out the twit longer for that shit. Me and I think Young went over that on episode 3. The cosmic bullshit.
Right.
And so it's a great way, as long as you don't delete the tweet, of permanently putting your story out there, especially if you're like the good person in the situation, or to apologize. But like when it's an apology one, I feel like people are just going to bring this up forever. As long as this tweet is around, people are going to be able to reference it when they're trying to. I mean, if anyone gets ever in beef with him, right, they can be like, "This is Zexro, by the way, who did this shit." I don't know. It just kind of hurts. But I think
I just see this like Twitch longers as like, what are you like? I feel like when you see something and you can definitely tell it's like genuinely written, or like when you look at someone they're talking and they're genuinely like appalled by what they did or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
Like this statement right here that you're showing on screen right now is like you can even see the CEO of TSM, which is no one to be fucked with, by the way. Like
yeah, dude, Reginald.
Like,
I think there's a lot of context here that's not understand as well if you didn't keep track of like early League of Legends from seasons 1 to 3 at the very least, with Dyrus and a lot of the other big people that you might know from League of Legends. Reginald talked shit too. He was big on TSM. They were the NA powerhouse for the first 3 seasons until Cloud9 became the NA favorite. They were the NA favorite. When you thought about a North American team you wanted to win, you thought TSM, and then you thought Dignitas, and then starting season 3 Worlds, because they did really well, you started thinking about Cloud9. So, and Andy Din played under the name Reginald. He was the mid. It was his website, Team Solo Mid. It's a reference to going mid because it's a solo lane in League of Legends. And it's just kind of interesting to see him have to be on the other side of it now. Now he's not the out of control player. Now he's the one who has an out of control player on his org.
Yeah, and that's what's funny too, is like I think some of these org owners can relate to their fucking people. And like it's like the FaZe thing, the FaZe Dubs thing, where it's the N-word drop, that's a completely different thing. And I imagine, hot take, them motherfuckers are out here ganging on it because they're fucking yeet. But
wait, what do you mean ganging? Wait, what are you saying?
Dude, like I feel like
I don't know what you mean when you say that.
MW2 culture, you know what I mean? They're 14.
Oh, you think these kids are saying it all the time away from the cameras? Is what you mean?
No, I'm not saying they do that like now, but I'm saying like these motherfuckers have sympathy because they've seen it happen. They might have even done it before, right?
Oh, okay.
Like,
the org owners?
14, 13.
When they were younger,
whatever, right?
Yeah.
When they were younger. I'm not saying they're doing it now. Like there's no proof, there's no nothing. So don't misconstrue my words like that. But like even like that, it's like you can see yourself in people a lot. Right. And especially when they're younger, like I tend to think about this a lot because like you can easily hate someone for being like, yeah, fuck you, dude, you're dog shit. Even what Zexro did. And I don't know how old he is, but like even for Andy or Reginald to be like, hey, this right here, I understand what happened. We're gonna fine you because this is what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
And it just can't happen again. But like I think there was a side conversation because like for me at Noble, I like me and Recon, I talked to Recon.
There's a conversation happening behind the scenes 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. And then like you're understanding like first off what the org is gonna have to do, what the conversation between you and the owner is not gonna look like what the org is gonna do publicly, right?
Okay. So you're talking about like maybe when a coach has to take aside a soccer player in like red card situations, like you know, I understand. I might have done the same thing, but we have to do this, and this is what has to happen because of how it looks. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Because I mean, at the end of the day, a brand online, PR is everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Huge.
So for them to do this makes complete sense. Am I saying it's right? Probably not. Am I saying it was fucking hilarious to look at and react to? 100%. But like, big plays on him, to be honest.
Yeah, that was a big play. Like whether you think it was bad or good, that was a huge move to just be like, "Hey, fuck him, bro." Like, like who else has the nuts to sit on Ninja's stream where you know he's got the kids watching, and you're just like, "Hey, all the haters can sug me." Like that was pretty wild. And then this one is like a bit of a sure. Well, so people are like, "What is he doing?" Because that's his teammate. Fortnite community is so embarrassing to be a part of. The fuck did Zachary just say? And then there's
Night FN is like, calm the fuck down, dude. Like, Tom, I know you're in group chats just calling people out, dude. Don't fucking act like you're a. That's what actually is I'm gonna touch on. Yeah, people that act like they're above the threshold of shittiness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you know damn well these motherfuckers are in group chats slinging it at people. They're like, dude, why are you landing on my drop spot? That's my brick. What are you doing,
That's
bro?
my-
That's my pump. That's my pump, shoddy. Like, dude, I know you're doing it because I do it. I will be the nicest person to your face, but the moment you body my shit, I'm gonna be pissed.
Mhm.
And I think if you're gonna be gaming competitively and even professionally in some statements, you have the right to be mad. Like, stop being so upset that other people are mad when you know you do it too. Unless you're actually
There's money
like,
on the line.
the-
People are
Yeah,
competitive.
exactly.
There's tension.
I just don't understand.
There's a-
Unless
I
you're
mean,
legit,
Papa
like,
Toast would
the
say-
Bill Gates of the world, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't get it.
Fucking what is it? Basically, like half the game's mental. The other half is too. There's a mental side
Yeah.
to it that happens outside of the game. Talking shit to each other, making each other feel bad. I mean, even like, you know, we're talking about the greats here, like Wayne Gretzky. I don't know any anecdotal stories, but I know that this has been confirmed about Jordan. There's a shorter guy like Bugsy Malone or something. It was coming down to the wire, like last shot is gonna make it or break it for his team, the other team, and Jordan goes, "Shoot it, you fucking midget!" And he shot and he missed, and that fucked with him for years afterwards, apparently. So people are not above going that far in terms of like getting a competitive advantage. And I don't think if you're out there competing that you should not expect that. You should be 100% on your radar. Like,
No, and I
be
100% agree.
yeah. So
Mental is everything. Like, you go into a tournament like already mentally thinking you lost, you already
Yeah.
lost.
Yeah.
Right, unless some crazy wild RNG luck, whatever game you play, say Counter Strike, someone to
Yeah.
aces 8 times in a row, whatever happens.
yeah,
like,
some
into
simple
that,
shit
like,
happens. Like the
mental,
falling from
like,
heaven with the no
is-
scope.
I would say
Jesus.
mental is even like more than that, dude. Because like mental can fucks with your decision making.
Yeah,
aim,
100%. And if somebody's
anything.
tilted in your ear on your team,
Yeah.
it brings down morale.
Yeah,
It
everything
all
is
combines for
mental.
mental, which is the most important thing. I mean,
Yeah.
the moving the mouse on the mouse pad and the keyboard movements, all that's supposed to be locked down ahead of time. That's the reason you're there in a pro level, because everybody
Right.
can beat everybody on any given Sunday. That's the whole point. But
Yeah.
the mental is a huge difference because, like you said, it affects your decision making, and especially in battle royales, that's everything. The right decision can get you all the way to the end game. The wrong decision can get you eliminated early, and you flunk out of the tournament early. And I wanted to do this because I didn't. I have a basic understanding of way ALGS works. I wanted them to understand how many tiers there are for a tournament. So you got fifth, but as I understand it, not only because there's 20 teams in an Apex round, 20 teams of 3 to make a lobby that's full of 60. The finals are the final 20 teams, right? So top 5 even there is great. But before that, there's 2 lobbies of 20, which is semifinals, and the top 10 from each lobby goes on, no?
Yeah.
And then before that, there's a quarterfinals where there's 4 lobbies of 20, and the top 10 from those 4 go on, yeah?
Yeah.
And then there's a layer behind that, which therefore must be 8, correct? 8 lobbies. And then before that, I think there's also one of 16, no? That's the first start?
That's it depends on the tournament, but it's usually the beginning is before quarterfinals.
Yeah, before quarters. Okay, so the 8 lobbies
Yeah.
then. Yeah, so there's a lot of the gauntlet is long lasting and very punishing. So especially in a BR esport, you can get cut down to size. So, you know, tensions rise, egos are big. To win these is huge, you know? It's a huge accomplishment that a lot of people aren't really aware of. Oh, you just won, you know, they're just a bunch of kids playing video games. No. People work really hard. Like we talked about with him having to do the VOD review and what it takes to be a pro player to get partnered on Twitch as opposed to being a popular viewed channel. There's a lot of work that goes into it behind the scenes that people don't understand, and also the competition itself is very hard to do well in.
Right.
Here's the take that you might be more aligned with. There's this one from 100 Thieves Classy who says, if motherfuckers find this hurtful or some, then they're soft as fuck. Pros and Gears and Call of Duty used to talk wild at the damn tournaments. Trash talk is fun and makes the games that much better. If you feel hurt from someone saying you suck or calling your trash ass out, go join the Girl Scouts. That is...
I find
He's
so,
going a
like,
little
this
wild.
is like he's going wild, and that's like typical classified. But like even like this, it's like this is also a take I would agree with, but also disagree with, because like I'm gonna be honest, Gears of War and COD, like they're big esports, but they're not even on the same fucking level as for like there's COD, and I would say there's like even like what like Apex almost.
Mhm.
Or like, and then it's Fortnite like way above, and there's like Dota and League scattered,
Mhm.
whatever you want.
Mhm.
And like, do you think legitimately that these brands and companies or leagues, whatever, can't get sponsors and like big amounts of venture capitalist money because there's people talking shit like this? Because even
Yeah,
Gears,
Dr. Pepper
Optic,
doesn't
right?
want to slap their fucking thing on that,
Right.
and they're the ones sponsoring
Optic and
TSM.
Gears
Yeah.
literally talked so much shit. They would stand up mid-land, look
and
at the
yell
people,
over the top of the
and
screens,
scream like foul shit,
like
and just sit back down. Which I mean, destroy their mental, and then that's why they were just champions for forever. But regardless, is like no one wants to sit there and understand. Yeah, like you said, Dr. Pepper does not want to put their label on that. They want everyone to be able to drink it, not just people that are shit talking, right? That's like almost on the level of like when Pepsi made that like rioting commercial to sell cans. It's like, dude, no one wants drama to be involved with a brand at all. That's terrible, terrible. Money
here,
spent.
like for an example that people don't understand right here, is that like, okay, I'm gonna pause it and we'll see if we can find something here.
Dominance.
Okay, this is like really dressed up, but like, yeah, like shit. Like they'll stand up. And people, it'll be worse. Like all four will stand up and be like, "I'm in your head.
Oh, yeah.
You fucking suck." Like it goes
Is
wild.
there like a grand finals around here? Let's find a grand finals of like Optic is there. Like fuck all this.
Mm. Oh no,
There it
this
is.
this.
Wait.
We're just more intimidating.
I have my favorite lines, which are "I'm your daddy" and "Look at me,"
Like
because
what?
that makes the other team choke.
What did you just say? Watch your mouth.
Oh my god, Kevin just got career-ended back in 2010.
Oh, here it is. Here's this. Pause that.
Watch! Watch! Oh my god.
Here's this. This will be better.
Call of Duty is fast-paced, skill-based, and endlessly entertaining.
Yeah.
But a big reason it's so fun to watch
Like this,
is the
bro?
abuse that players give each other in a loud
Yeah, this shit.
environment. So here's our list of the top 10 funniest trash-talking moments in Call of Duty history.
That's good. Let's just get right into the meat of it.
He's so mild-mannered nowadays.
Let's get to like the hottest. I want to see people yell at each other over the top of it.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine.
Yeah, there's people
Eco
screeching it.
Impact to kickstart the
Let's see how Epsilon is going to respond as we hop into an ass show listening.
Yeah. I got Hellstorm Break Metal. I'm using it right now. I'm using it right now. Where are they? I got a two-piece. I got a three-piece. I got a three-piece. I got a three-piece.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Watch your brakes. Metal, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? You could have died off rotation. Big wins, Parasite, let's go, bro. Rambo is awful. You should be playing Hill, Rambo. What are you doing? Karma, we put it around you, bro.
I think we've got the list right. Have we forgotten any classics?
I want them standing up when they're yelling. Like, I think
Out of control in
I gotta. What the
the
fuck,
game
game?
against Karma's new team, and were dropped straight away after.
They were dropped for that.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Oh my god.
Yeah, so from the top to the bottom of Call of Duty esports, like, you know, the lands and hotel ballrooms like that to the, you know, the big events on stage in front of people, it gets real toxic.
Right, and like I think that just like, dude, like it's funny as fuck, and I'll be on it. I love watching that shit because it's so funny. But like at the same time, dude, and like I'm not trying to be like a snowflake or whatever because I've done the same shit. And
Yeah.
I'll admit to it, but like, dude, like that is so unnecessary. Like looking back on it now, and I imagine these people have grown from it and they don't do it anymore. Besides like the Gears guys, but like, why is the question? Like, what? I think there's like a thing, like a respect when you win and then you don't say anything. You know what I mean? Like even like because you get the like the figure in people's heads. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like I think it's good to use your voice when like something is actually happening, so everyone listens. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like I don't know how to explain that complex, but like yeah. Let me go grab some chips real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'm gonna try and surf for something that's way more iconic of the CS:GO yelling. We'll see what we can get. Hey, what's up, wench? We're trying to find somebody yelling at land to each other. Oh, this is just Ninja and them yelling at each other. The story of Call of Duty. Maybe the one was Scump. No. This is him being ditched by them. One of these I've watched. Okay, there's one with Scump. See, these guys knew how to do it. They were not talking that much trash. But the Epsilon, like Epsilon trash talk envy. See if we can find that. Okay, yeah. See if we can find this. Yeah, when they're all standing up. Yeah. This is a good one. I'm pretty sure. Let me see.
Sit down. I play the game. I win. I win. I love you guys. I love that money.
Dude.
Still gonna make more money than you. That's fine. That's fine. But let's go. Zip them up. Zip them up. J-Cap.
Dude, yeah, this is a good example. This isn't a good example. I'm gonna put it in here, and we're gonna get it queued up for when Blitzen comes in. We're talking about like video game trash talk and like what is or isn't like expected from different esports. Because there was a story about Fortnite getting a little toxic. So comparatively, like the old tournaments used to be insane. So I'm gonna get to about 255. There it is. All right. So I found a good example of specifically that Epsilon NV thing to just kind of let people know how crazy it gets at like Call of Duty at even the top level. And Miss Wench came in and said, hi, our day's been good. Went for a run back to back. So we out here trying to, you know, burn the fat off the bod. Let's see. All right, wait, you got to recam, bud. Look.
I did.
Oh my God. You bugged it though. Okay. There you go. Now we're good. Okay. Now I've got chat up. Okay. Yeah. Look. And they're like trying to say, yo, our paycheck's bigger.
Talking shit. And he's still gonna make more money than you. That's fine. That's fine. But let's go. Zip them up. Zip them up. J-Cap, you can't fucking beat me. Who sets it out? What's up? What's up there? What's up? What's up? What's up? I love it. I feed off of it, bro.
Here you go. The pool is what's up for workouts, so.
Dude, like, look at this. Look at the Nike swoosh. You
Yeah,
motherfuckers don't
Razer.
understand what they're wearing, dude. Like,
It's mathematically impossible. Are you kidding? Who can't anchor, Damon? Who can't anchor? Zip him up. J-Cap is clueless. You can't have him and Proof on the same team. Where's Study at? Where's Study at?
These are all player names.
Zip him up. We're champs over here. No. We champs over here. We champs over here, boy. One player doesn't change a whole team, buddy. There's a reason why we're hated, boy, because we gonna keep winning.
Yeah, Razer, Nike. Those are still big names. The other two I can't see, but they don't look like they lasted. And then at the end, they like, they know this. Yeah, like at the end.
I don't care about that.
They just won, I think, here, and then they go.
What do? You watch the game. I play the game. I win. Hey, hold on. Hey, look at my bank account. Look at my bank account. Look at my bank account. What are you doing? You're watching. You're sitting here watching. My bank account.
just so like negative.
This is
like,
them yelling at the crowd now, not the other team anymore.
Dude, that is so.
Okay, that's the team when he looks that way, but when he looks front way, it's the.
That is so like degenerate status shit, dude.
No, lay down. Hope you have a great stream. Thank you for lurking on for us, Crazy. Like before, he's just like, I'm not even played and I'm winning. He did put the controller down and still won though. Like,
okay, dude.
I'm not even playing. Okay, yeah. Let's get off this dumb shit. But yeah,
that is the dumbest shit. How do I pause this?
Yeah, sorry.
Right,
like we have to double click it, and if we click it at the same time, it fucks it.
The worst. Like, what are you doing? Like, do these? I just don't think people think, dude. And like, I was gonna talk. I thought of something when I was going to grab chips. Is like, so a lot of people thrive in that environment where they're getting yelled at and they just like perform better. Okay, and that's cool. Like I think some of these people gotta understand, bro, that people don't. Not all people take to that shit, and like I think that's why a lot of teams fail because they don't find that dynamic that like is good. So like for me, is like I can take like when people are like yelling because they have a lot of emotions in the game, and like that's good. That's good for your team. That's good for everyone because like when emotions are on the line, it's a lot more, right? If you don't give a fuck, then you're not gonna give a fuck about what happens in the game. Cool. But like for these people just to be yelling at their teammates, and it was this Epsilon game that we just saw. Is like this dude was yelling at his teammates, screaming, "What are you doing, bro? Like you're gonna get yourself killed. This, and this." And like,
well, no, he's yelling at the other team.
Oh well, whatever the fuck he's doing.
Yeah, they all just went so hard on the other team for losing. Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. And then he's yelling at the crowd, and then check my bank account is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. Because there's
well, okay, so that's more of a reply because like the other team is Envy, which is like Envious, like the biggest esports org in France, who has American rosters in various esports. So they're saying even if you win this, dude, we're still making more money than you long term. Like, and that's his reply to that. But yeah, they went super on. And if that other thing is to be believed, and I think it was Dexerto who do get their facts right, despite the fact that they're like drama mongers along with .esports and stuff. They got dropped after that. So,
Good.
Yeah, people are unaware of how things can go. If you get too toxic,
Yeah. Fucking ridiculous, man.
I think this is the ultimate pity party for myself kind of tweet at the end of it all for Zexro. Look at this. Since you guys really want me to get dropped from TSM, I'll ask them if I can leave. Yeah, right. The odds of him actually having that conversation with Andy is like 0.
That, yeah. And then, I don't even know this.
He said, it was a big mistake, but I've made a lot of these, so at this point I feel like I'm too much of a PR nightmare. I just feel bad for TSM and all the hate they'll get for this.
This was like a post-nut clarity type shit.
Yeah. He's like, he fucked up, and he's like, oh no.
Like he never, like this was a tweet you made, and I've drafted like thousands of these tweets, by the way.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's one of those things where you accidentally send on something you didn't really mean. Like if you would have thought 2 minutes into this, like, what the fuck? I'm not gonna have this conversation. I'm on TSM, the fucking one of the largest organizations in the world. What am I doing? And like I think that was more of an emotional thing rather than a thinking about it at all.
I'm trying to find the there's a GTRP clip where this dude just says that to the jailer. He's like, just get me to fuck to jail, fucking hard R N-word. And then everybody who's like the cops who are role playing and streaming themselves are like, whoa, okay, you're done. And then someone's like, you're an idiot. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry about that. And there's no webcam to see it. But he turns to the other jailer. He's like, give him the 9s, which in GTRP is they just put you in jail for an infinite amount of time, all 9s in the field. Which is what they do to somebody immediately just so he's out of earshot of other streamers, and then they ban him later. But they have to immediately handle that. So, and he's just like, and then what's funny is he says, give him the 9s, and right then it takes him through this graphic where he's holding up a sign and he's getting his picture taken for jail, and he's like, I'm a fucking idiot. And it's just like, dude, there's that moment of clarity where you're just like, what the fuck? Like, I'm an idiot.
What did I just do?
What did I just do? You just like cucked your whole career. This wasn't that bad for Zexro, just 1 month and everything. But then where stuff like, you're getting canceled as a streamer, bro. You're getting banned probably. You're done.
It's fair enough. Like good. But, like,
yeah.
Fucking what are you doing? Like,
you fumbled the bag, as they say.
Actually think before you say stuff, but like not just that. Like think twice. Like what are you doing? Like I don't fucking know, dude.
Yeah. People are quite the dum-dums. Okay. Oh, the DMCA is on this episode. So we're gonna watch this guy. I'll show it just for a second because I definitely want to give this man his due here. Tom over at Streamers Reloaded. You can see that I am subscribed, so he's a great person and worth your support out here. So this week's stuff, which is after the video that we just went back because Blitzen would have some good insight on that, along with Clam, who we had last week, who's definitely very outspoken. Like when we had those guys from our ring, competitive scene go over and win a COD tournament by cheating the Code Red thing, and Clam just like outspokenly let him know that it was some rat-like behavior on Twitter. I was like, oh shit. But yeah, I mean, that's different when someone else is violating as opposed to yourself. Anyway, so the way we're going to do with this week's episode is we're going to go story by story, and then we're going to pull back and click around on various different screenshots because it'll probably help us talk about it step by step. So, are you ready with volume and everything, correct?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Oh, Jesus. The intro music's loud. You might have to go down and then back up.
Reloaded. My name is Tom, and let's get right into the news. And we begin today with one that comes from the YouTube live sector. I'm sure you've all heard about the peaceful and non-peaceful protests going on in America at the moment, and this first one comes from the YouTube streamer Carl III. Now, Carl's content is generally quite edgy. Here's a good example. But here we have a clip that went viral over Twitter with a good example of the instant regret that came from trying to start issues during a peaceful protest. Here's the clip.
Can you flip this over? Can you flip it over?
What? Okay. Are you kidding me? You're asking us to flip over the truck?
Okay, no.
We do not instigate.
Okay,
we do not instigate because it comes back on the black and brown people.
Flip over the fucking truck?
No, just forget
We do not instigate.
This man is raised up to flip over the truck. No, with his camera out.
No. I don't call it down. What is it doing?
The fucking truck with his camera out.
What?
Where are you at?
Hold it down.
Wait.
What's your story?
This exact problem right now.
What's that? What's this?
Hold on. Hold it down.
No. Hello, how are you?
On to Tuesday, we then have a ban from the
Bro,
prominent chess member.
what a fucking idiot.
Oh my god. God, I could not help but laugh, bro.
Dude, yeah,
Holy
no, that's
shit.
how like quickly that backfired on him was amazing. Never before seen footage out here. God damn.
Bro.
I thought that was going a whole different way. I thought he was going to social engineer the crowd to actually flip the truck. And then he would be in big trouble for inciting like property damage and shit. Which I mean, dude, freaking Jake Paul was caught in an area where looting was going on. Yeah.
I think he's getting sentenced or some shit.
Yeah, he's got charged. 100% got charged. There's ongoing litigation as far as I know. I don't know if he got charged. Oh, yeah, he definitely got charged, but I don't know if he's like been stricken as guilty or not guilty. But yeah, you were saying yesterday or last week that you were like you couldn't wait because you thought your episode was Clam's episode that you're gonna be on last Monday to talk about the protester stuff. So this is an opportunity for you if you're trying to talk about anything about it.
Well, speaking on like just this clip in general, kind of say towards it. Is like this man is a Twitch streamer and he did not mean flip the fucking truck. But then again, it's sensitive times. I get it. But like, dude, you're like,
I mean, it's serious.
Right mind was like, flip this fucking 8,000-pound truck. Like, dude, no.
Yeah, New York City Transit. Like, it's not gonna happen. One and two, it's government. Like, what are you dumb? Also, point the goddamn barrel of the mic at yourself, young man. Even when you're, I mean, the chip's different, but. You don't have to yell, but you're a little quiet.
So, with that, it's also like, I don't know. It's sensitive times, so it's hard to say. But like, dude, also people, you learn how to take a joke, but also at the same time to even reiterate that, it's like, it's just not the time to make a joke. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, dude, that's not the time.
People's thing,
yeah,
is like they say that comedy defeats hate, which I mean, at some point it is like that, but at some point as well, it's like if you're marching in a crowd protesting.
Yeah, maybe on the stand-up stage is the time to make that joke about truck flipping, but not in the middle. Like he's insulated by several layers of people, and you can see it close in around him. And you know, good on the protester for not letting, because you know that's the kind of shit that does turn it violent. The cops will use shit like that as an excuse to move in. I've been there when it happened. The last huge uprising beyond the Trayvon Martin situation in terms of protests around the world, but mainly, of course, in America, was Eric Garner, Michael Brown getting killed, and Trayvon Martin, which happened specifically, I believe, in Florida. And then we have Oscar Grant, who was killed by a transit cop here on Bay Area Regional Transit, known as BART. In the Bay Area. So there's a lot of different people that were getting, I believe Freddie Gray actually as well. Freddie Gray, Michael Brown, Shut It Down was one of the things. And then Eric Garner, of course, in New York City. So when I was there in Oakland, you know, the cops were, you know, forming ranks all the way across the street and marching up with riot shields. And people were throwing things or whatever. And as soon as you throw something, bro, that's when they march up another block and push you no matter what you're doing. Whereas if you're not doing that and you're instead protesting, there's a much longer lasting standoff where they don't push up or they push up slower. And then, you know, they throw the shit, the people have to run because they're firing tear gas over the front line. It's like a goddamn, well, I would say non-lethal, but people can get killed out here by that kind of shit. But they're trying somewhat, you know, depending on which cop it is, to do the less than lethal stuff, and they're pushing in rubber bullets. I've had rubber bullets shot at me. That was scary. That happened in the Berkeley one. I went to 2 protests. I went to one in Berkeley and one in Oakland. And the Berkeley one actually got close to my place of work, the hotel, and it was crazy. What's up, Bexta? Howdy. So they threw the shit, you know, whether it's rocks, not like a Molotov, although people who are not from the Bay Area might expect that kind of behavior at an Oakland protest. It's not realistic. A lot of real life experiences in Oakland will defy the stereotypes that you might have about the place. And there was like a triangle situation. I'll just paint it for 1 second. But, you know, the cops are on Broadway and or Telegraph splits into Broadway and separated Telegraph at this corner in Oakland. And Telegraph goes all the way into Berkeley, and it's where you can get all the hippie shops and you know, you get your pipes or whatever, the smoke shops. And so then there's like businesses here, and there's another road over here. And the cops are like on both. You know, they form a full line and with more behind them. And the wider the streets get, you know, they have more to step in. So they split both streets as well over here. And so I have like an Instagram video over here facing this way from that. But when I was on foot on the sidewalk, there's a little down get to BART, right? Just to kind of demonstrate how dangerous it can get, you know, and it's got a little gate to it here that kind of like keeps you from being on the sidewalk and falling down a staircase, right? So there's like a fence on this side and then a down get in terms of staircase on this side. So when the cops started pushing up was when I first arrived. And I actually had, and like there's a gate across this because the protests are known to be happening. And I actually had to stand right here, and it was like a flow of humanity washing around this gated entrance to the BART. If I had not been where I was standing, I probably wouldn't gotten ran over by people. This shit is dangerous, and people need to know that. But anyway, they throw these like, you know, little projectiles at them, and then they use it as an excuse to march forward. And then to stop them from marching forward or to provide barriers, people actually like threw a bunch of shit in the street and started lighting it on fire as like a flaming barricade. And like this whole triangle here is actually like outdoor seating. That makes it feel very Parisian during normal times. So it's just a huge difference in like, it looks like the typical peaceful outdoor cafe setting, and then there's this flaming barricade next to it. It was just a lot to take in. And so, I mean, once you throw the things, they move up, you build the barricades, it just keeps on stacking on top of itself in terms of intensity and escalation. It's very unlikely that it de-escalates after that.
Right.
So a protest can be peaceful, and then it can definitely turn into a non-peaceful situation. You know, I think there's a couple steps between non-peaceful protest and riot, but it pretty much develops that way if you can't maintain the peacefulness of it. There's a lot of clips of like cops in, you know, to be fair, because it's not easy to get that done in big cities. In smaller cities, typically, where they're like the cops are kneeling with the people, like in Santa Cruz and stuff, south of me, a couple hours. And yeah, so shouts out to that. And, you know, shouts out to this crowd. Like this is an agitator. This is exactly how it happens. I mean, there's people who are not with the movement. They try and get people to push over a truck. And then if somebody does it, then the cops have an excuse to come in, and then the peaceful people suffer during the protest. We had a curfew at first because they're afraid of violence and rioting, but it's been peaceful protesting here. There you go. I mean, I want to go to one earlier in the day at some point where it doesn't get fucked up. Because in Oakland, it pretty much continuously happens like that way. Like the later at night, the worse it gets. And I watched people get arrested, and I filmed it and stuff so that somebody was witnessing and making sure everything was on the up and up in terms of why this person was getting arrested and whether or not they were getting arrested in a fucked up, physically harming way and stuff. You know, I've seen people get armbarred and, you know, the stop resisting shit while they're actively hurting somebody who isn't resisting. That shit's real. It does happen. Not in every situation, but it's real. It's not made up. Anyway. Yeah, and I had a curfew at my store, or not my store, in my town, and then my store was fully boarded up. I wanted to go to Walgreens for something on Thursday, and I couldn't. A few days before that, or no, Thursday, they were like, it was like all boarded up in the front glass. I don't know if it was broken or not, but there's a dude leaning out telling everybody, hey, we're closed, we'll be open tomorrow. I go tomorrow, they're full boarded up. They're 100% closed. I had to go to Safeway for what I needed. So, yeah, all over the place. Do you have a curfew in your town?
It was 8 p.m. I think they lifted it, though.
Yeah, it's 8 in Oakland, and it's 6 over here in like a quieter suburban town is crazy. So it's very interesting. I don't know. Ooh, this is about the chess meta, bro. I kind of want to do a chess stream, dog. I'm kind of down for the chess.com type shit. I'm in the ELO, bro.
Okay with that.
High
Okay. Let me say this.
Yeah.
This protest stuff real quick.
Yeah.
All right. So, as some of you may know, some of you may not.
Yeah.
Like politically wise, I don't get into that shit because first off, I think I said in a tweet out like maybe a couple of days ago. I said like, let me actually read this perfect because I was you ever just like proud of yourself for what you said?
Sure. And I'll go look it up for you.
I was like, I'll read it. Wait, look it up. I said, politics are such an argument Andy breeding ground, which you guys don't know what an Andy is. It's like the stereotypical person.
Yeah.
It's like you're like a 5,000 viewer Andy, you get 5,000 viewers, yada yada.
Yeah.
Politics are such an argument Andy breeding ground. I don't understand how people get so fed up and just go off because other people disagree with them. I don't understand someone's opinion. Ask a fucking follow-up question and be respectful. It's really not that hard. And I guess that's kind of my my stance on it. Like, be Republican, be Democrat, be right wing, be left wing, whatever you want to be. It's not my business at all.
Right.
What is my business is when I see that shit all over Twitter, all over whatever, and then I see police brutality and I see all this stuff, and then it affects not only my life as an American, but affects people around the world. Because then you see powerhouse, the United States, doing this stuff, people might get fucking antsy, right? And that means like there's like a lot of things that go into it, whatever. But something I want to say is like that, like I feel like a lot of people have stigma towards like just protesters, and then a lot of people have stigma towards police, which I mean is fair enough. Like we see the things that are happening. I guess what I want to say is that like not all people are bad on both sides, right?
Yeah.
Like that's hard to say because like people say, I mean, a few bad apples, yada yada, this and this, and like that is ridiculous, yes. And then some police departments do harbor people that are like that. And I imagine there's bad apples in every single group, right?
Yeah.
And of course there maybe not be, but protests as well. Like, dude, you just gotta you gotta judge everyone on a case by case basis, right? And you can't judge a single group, a crowd as shitters, right? Because like I would never go to like a group of people and be like, you know what, this group, shit. I would. You have to look at what they have done and see how they handle stuff. And also, I watched a video. He's pro police. He used to be a police officer, and like I'll even watch like fucking like Democratic news or like Republican news and see just both takes to see what like I see in the fine line. And like they were talking about things like this stuff is like awful, obviously, and it was terrible to see this. This dude was literally murdered on like stone cold, done, right?
Yeah, this is my one. I said I grew up in the Bay Area and was not taught racism, but lived a privileged suburban life, which is true. Being white means I don't experience the same prejudice on a daily basis just for living, which is true. I said Twitter is one of my smaller socials, which is true. And I said, but yes, George Floyd was murdered, and yes, Black Lives Matter. So I felt the need to make some kind of a statement because there's a lot of people talking about if you just like let this one slide and don't say anything about it, you're kind of part of the problem, et cetera, et cetera. And to a certain extent, I agree on that. I don't think that everyone's required to, but especially if you have a platform, big or small, as a streamer or something, you are going to be looked to for making a statement or not. And there's a lot of brand streamers, shall we say, that are shying away from it. And I get it. But especially because I'm from the Bay Area and especially because I got a very social justice based upbringing, I'm obviously going to make a little bit more of an aggressive statement. This one isn't too aggressive. I just felt like I needed to write some stuff that is true and true through and through and just hard to assail. And nobody really came for my tweet, so I feel like what I said was, somewhat mild compared to the way I was on the last one in terms of like I was actually out at multiple protests a few years ago. And I'm going to try and find a good time to go to one again, but I don't have a functioning phone right now. I broke my phone, so I think it's a terrible idea to go out there without any way of letting people know what's happening. You could get in big trouble and have no way, I could get arrested and then I'd be dropped off the map. So I don't know. It's a thing.
It is a thing. I guess just, for me, just make sure you're actually like reading facts and make sure you're not being part of the problem.
Yeah, it's just like the COVID thing in terms of like you can spread a lot of shit information and cause harm. So
it's not good. And like obviously do your part to end racial fucking injustice. It's awful. And even if it wasn't racial or it was just bad training from the police officer, whatever his intent was, that like legitimately was the intent and not what people are thinking, you know what I mean? Like you can never know. Like this man could literally be like the most nicest, like fairy, caring dude, but his training was dick and he made everyone else look like shit that was a police officer, right? Like that's a legitimate thing that could happen.
Yeah. Well, that's not what happened in
Whatever
this
it
case,
was.
though. This guy fucking kneeled on that dude for like 8, 9
Oh no,
minutes.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
No, I know 100%. I agree.
You're
that
talking
happened.
about
I'm
some
not-
anecdotal situation, like a hypothetical.
Yeah, like
Oh.
hypothetical. If he was who he like, we don't know who he was, right?
All right.
But we can definitely say that his training was dick, right? Because he's put his knee on a dude's neck. But definitely just like, I guess just fucking. It's hard to talk about because it's like you don't want to say the wrong thing, but you also don't want to say not enough. You know what I mean?
Well,
so just
yeah.
look out for the facts and make sure they're facts, and don't just go with what other people think.
Beck, you
That
didn't
is
see
so
this
bad.
shit was kind of low key funny. I think I'll play it once for Bex. This shit where it fucking this guy tried to like get people to fuck up.
You heard about the peaceful and non-peaceful protests going on in America at the moment, and this first one comes from the YouTube streamer Carl III. Now Carl's content is generally quite edgy, here's a good example, but here we have a clip that went viral over Twitter with a good example of the instant regret that came from trying to start issues during a peaceful protest. Here's the clip.
Oh my god, this clip is actually so fucking.
Can you flip this over? Can you flip it over?
What? Okay. Are you kidding me? You're asking us to flip over the truck?
Okay, no.
We do not instigate.
kidding me?
We do not instigate because it comes back on the black and brown people.
Flip over the fucking truck?
No, just forget
We do
about
not
it.
instigate.
This man just asked us to flip over the truck.
No,
Put this camera out.
No. I don't try it down. What is it doing?
You fucking truck with this camera out.
What?
I can't stop laughing, bro. This man's just doing circles and does like a runaway, dude. And then
Let's
you're ready.
Hold it down.
No.
He's like,
This,
no.
this right,
Yeah.
this right here.
Hello, how are you?
No, dude.
That was probably the best
No.
way we could have ended. That's a very cathartic
No.
clip to watch with everything going on. That made me laugh. Oh, this fucking
Dude,
idiot,
like-
dude. Right when he
God, that
realizes
was-
that they're about to close in a circle around him, he's like, everybody hold it down. He's getting like the larger group at large to turn and top face this guy. And he's like, I gotta go. He just fucking runs, bro.
Hey, how are you? Just
Oh yeah, just like the nice little hey how to the next person. Like he's still struggling to find the content even at the end there. I think that's part of the YouTube streamer right there in him. That was wild.
God damn.
Chess member Benjamin Feingold.
Oh yeah,
His
okay,
ban
wait,
has
hang
been-
on. He didn't say chess. Here we go. This-
On to Tuesday, we then have a ban from the prominent chess member Benjamin. It appears Ben hasn't been too happy with the new influx of traffic being brought to the chess community and has talked badly about some of the other partners. Because of that, he has been banned. The exact reason is unclear, but there are two clips that come from last week which are believed to be the reason that caused it. In the first clip, Ben talks badly about Hikaru and how he's used XQC to gain popularity, as well as talks bad about BoxBox and XQC. And then in the second clip, Ben just goes after XQC's community. As of right now, he is still banned, so here are those clips.
You got the dick riders, you know, like Hikaru is the biggest example, obviously. And, you know, like, oh, you know, and then you go to Twitter, hey, Schwarzenegger, play me chess. And who's the other guy? The Greek Freak, play me chess. Oh, yeah, I'm friends with QVC. You know, then you got those guys. You know, are you kidding me? I mean, QVC and BoxBox, negative talent in life. Nothing. Nothing up here, nothing here. Just, you know, you guys are all idiots and they're like doing nonsense. And you guys are like, wow. So obviously, if you're a normal person who has talent, like Magnus Carlsen or, you know, MVL, Kramnik, you know, you ignore people with no talent, but Hikaru's like, oh, that guy has more money than me and he gets more viewers, so I'm going to try to get in on that. So, I mean, QVC's community is white supremacists, racists, homophobes, Trump supporters, 6-year-olds, people with super low IQs. That's you know, because that's who he is. So you got that's the people that he attracts.
And we come on to Friday and we have a ban that comes from Lyric. This
Oh,
one of his...
okay. So, I don't know. I mean, this guy's a Humegalol as well, and the big diss to him has been it took him ages to become a Grandmaster, as when there's kids out here getting Grandmaster, and Hikaru is definitely younger than him. And Hikaru, as far as I can tell, is very close, if not the number 2 chess player to Magnus Carlsen, who's the number 1 out here. So, I mean, I don't know. It's an interesting situation.
I just like, why do people hate how people get big? It's like, why do people hate on that? Like, dude,
yeah,
you tell me, like, think about this real quick. XQC or whatever, you're stupid good at like fucking what? Like
for him, it was
lighting
Overwatch.
candles.
Yeah.
Right, but like, I'm talking about like the Grandmaster, right?
Yeah.
Like, say you're like the nuttiest candle lighter on the planet, right? And like you have that chance to blow up, and I know it sounds dumb, but
No, but this is a
why would you
hypothetical.
not take the chance and like just fucking go with it, right? Like I feel like people hate too much on like literally just getting the bag.
Yeah,
In
on people
reality, you
taking
would do
advantage of
the
opportunities.
Same fucking thing, 100%. If all for the thing, but this guy's a boomer, obviously.
I just want to shout out this ad that I got in the upper right. It's fucking Twitch Prime Doom Eternal Mullet Slayer Edition, and it's like a huge potbelly K-Kona type with a mullet sitting out under the helmet. That's some shit right there. Oh man.
People hate on that shit so much, and it's so annoying.
Yeah, he hates
to
on
me.
Boxbox, and what annoys me is that they have no conception.
Yeah.
Like maybe if you take the time to fully understand what they've done, and then you shit on it with some more well thought out things, then yeah. But this is just super base, low. He calls other people low IQ, but he doesn't know that Boxbox became one of the best top laners in North America. And of course, he's interesting, has a personality. And those are two things that lead to a lot of success on Twitch. My friend who founded Arsenal GG, who we've gone to time and again to show you how good Arsenal is. Arsenal is easily the best third-party stats website for Twitch, bar none. I can't speak on their Mixer stats or anything else, but the fact that this isn't loading is very embarrassing to me right now because I'm trying to. So you can log in right on Twitch. Here we go. There we go. Broadcaster. I click Twitch or Mixer, and it gives me everything. I can sort my graphs by 1 week, 2 weeks, month, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 1 year. And what I really like is month to date, quarter to date. So I can find everything for these past 8 days, which is not included in these numbers, or quarter to date, right? Mathematically, or like the financial quarter, or year to date. You know, sometimes 1 year, you don't want to look at the past 12 months. You want to look at the past 6 or 7, whatever this year is for you. So stuff like that is always interesting to look at. And I actually hear that they might, low-key, Twitch might be getting their stats back to them from a website like this. So people like, and so he founded this website, right? He actually created, I've known him since 2017. And he said, there's 3 ways to really blow up on Twitch that we can see and say. 1, be a celebrity who makes a Twitch account, right? Snoop Dogg or some shit, right? 2, you can be a pro player or pro adjacent, right? Boxbox and XQC. Or 3, you can be super interactive, right? And like just a good community leader and stuff like that. And right, that's obviously my lane with streaming. And Blitzen's been working really hard on the pro player situation. But I think if you can fall into 2 of those categories, it's really, really beneficial and you grow up very fast, right? Which is why I've always believed in Blitzen both in public and private when I describe him to people, because he's a pro gamer who also works hard at being entertaining. You know what I mean? Those are the people who do really successful. You know, people might call Shroud personalityless. That was a big diss to him when he first started streaming a lot. But while he was a CSGO pro, he was also streaming and he was also having a sense of humor. Same with Nothing and people like that. Like, if you can be funny and or care about entertaining or actually goddamn read your chat, God forbid, as a pro player, it can go great for you. Because I know there's pro players out there who stream and you say something in their chat and they don't get to it for like 10 minutes. They don't care. But there's people like Hiko who read their chat hell of. There's people who are pro adjacent. And I think for them, especially, it's super important to read your chat. Like Josh OG, right? Or Summit, right? Although Summit did play in some pro tournaments. 1G's in the chat. You hate to see it. But like Josh, right? He's global elite. Or Tim, he's global elite. But they have these communities that they interact with. And it's not just based on them being almost a pro player in a game. So for XQC, I mean, this Fine Goal guy doesn't even know that he played in the Overwatch League for the Dallas Fuel, that he was one of the best off tanks and sometimes main tanks in the North American scene. Even when he got kicked out for that comment he made to that other player, he ended up on Canada's World Cup team, and they did better than USA most of the World Cups, except for the latest one. You know, they're the only ones from North America that could stand up to China and Korea at the time. They're amazing. He's an amazing player. And then Boxbox I've followed for a while. He's definitely one of those hybridized kind of like in Challenger, right? The highest rank, you know, there's Platinum, Diamond, Masters, and Challengers. There's a lot of layers to get through, even at the top of League of Legends. And he's up there playing Riven and then doing funny streams where he dresses up like Riven and stuff like that. So, you know, he just doesn't know. He's pretty ignorant to the way people made it on Twitch. So this is kind of a good example of an outsider who just doesn't get it.
Right.
It's some real okay boomer type shit. I hate to say, much as that's like a hackneyed phrase. It's cliche, but it definitely applies to this guy. And as far as I can tell from what I've gleaned, because I watch a lot of the chess clips these days as the chess meta is developing, and he's not wrong. Like Hikaru definitely popped off by playing with XQC first, because XQC had like 30 to 45,000 viewers, still coming off that huge Valorant hype, and he normally gets 30,000 viewers anyways. And then Hikaru like played with him and made him GM. He had like access to Twitch.com or chess.com just like this guy does. And he just made him GM for a second so he could teach him and play him at his own elo or whatever, which was funny. And the chat was like, oh my God, this guy Hikaru is really super nice. He made XQC a GM, and they're all laughing at how bad XQC is. And you know, he might have bad apples in his chat. His chat is so fast that it's hard to give it a culture other than what XQC brings to it, to be honest. Because he's the one who leads them and like makes a bad play and everyone spams Pepega and stuff like that. So I don't know. It's weird. There's like a lot of top streamers that share community, like Erob, Miskiff, Pokelols, Trainwrecks, and XQC. You know, if you're like popular if you can do just chatting as well as your game of choice, you will share a lot of the same community members with these people. And you can't always control them. You can filter them out, but if the chat's moving a mile a minute, the only people who are going to catch that are the mods. As a streamer, you're not going to see it really. So I don't know. To call his thing full of like all those things he called them is I think like a broad generalization that I think is dangerous, especially if you wish to be taken seriously. So he's trying to be a big brain and analyze shit, but he's not doing a good job for a chess guy, which normally is a big brain category of people. All right, so Lyric. This is actually interesting. I haven't read this story yet.
Friday, we have a ban that comes from Lyric. This one appears to be a misunderstanding that was sorted out quickly, and Lyric tweeted out, during the latest Lyric and Chill, there was a video shown that shouldn't have been shown on stream. It must have slipped through the mod approve/deny. I apologize. Everything is resolved now. Thank you Twitch for working so fast. So this was a very temporary ban, only lasting 42 minutes, and so Lyric is now unbanned. And following on Friday, Lily Pichu's stream key was somehow obtained, because someone was on her account playing Civilization.
Okay, well, okay, I can't. That's too funny. But yeah, I actually heard about the Lyric thing. So there's not much to talk about, but it does talk to the thing where he got unbanned after 42 minutes. And this is an interesting Twitter. I don't follow it, but I should. Streamer bans. They'll tell you when someone gets banned and when someone gets unbanned. Typically just partners. But I feel like people could see issue with this because like people have been banned for less and don't get a response this quick, and takes them weeks or months or never they get the response, you know? Or like Pokemon accidentally showed Pornhub and never got banned. So I don't know. What's your take? You're absolutely muted, buddy. You hate to see it. My man's got the advanced audio setup.
Hello?
Yes, hi. I can hear you now.
Okay. So we were talking about how Pokemon is signed with Twitch, and I think it's the exact same thing. Right? It's like these people are literally signed to a contract, and I imagine there's a clause inside that contract that says, A, if I do get banned or there's something that could ban me, that ban will then be shortened, unless it is pure racism or something along those lines, right? Like past that, I mean, yeah, that's 100% what I think. Like 42 minutes, like you know that partner manager got immediately emailed and unbanned. Because I imagine their partner manager is not just the partner manager, it's like above their tier.
Yeah.
Right?
He's got his own guy as opposed to like a guy who manages like 20 people. Or it might be someone who manages 20 people, but he's definitely the guy who's willing to pick up the phone immediately for one of the top 10 broadcasters on Twitch. Like, think about the size of Lyric.
Exactly.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. All right. Let's get to the...
On Friday, Lily Pichu's stream key was somehow obtained because of Civilization 4 and watching Avatar. It doesn't look like he was doing anything malicious, but Lily did respond tweeting, yes, hello, I believe everything is fine now. I don't know how he got my stream key, but I reset everything. Dude was just vibing, to be honest, and watching Airbender. He's got good taste. It's still unclear how the guy got the key, but stream key is a string of 30 random characters, so it couldn't really be an accident. So it's unclear how this happened, but Lily did get control back pretty quickly. And we come on to Sunday and we have a
I wish there was some clips, dude, because this dude was just chilling, bro. He was eating cereal. He was talking to somebody in the room. I don't think he even knew. I don't even think he had Lily's chat up. He probably had his own chat up and it was dead. And nobody knew this guy, so nobody's going to be able to get to his chat and be like, you're on fucking one of the biggest channels on Twitter.
Yeah, it's like, dude, that's crazy.
I want to see, I think I have history of this. Lily Pichu. Yeah, this shit right here. Here it is. I hope the clip still exists so I can share it here. Please tell me it has this, dude. Oh, it's Fedmeister looking it up. Yeah, there's Fed doing it. Let me see if Lily's. I want one of her channel, not. Yeah, dude. Okay, so luckily this allows you to do Twitch clips. It just instantly plays though. I don't have like a choice to
Looked
pause
like
it.
he was doing anything
Oh,
malicious,
whoa.
but Lily did respond.
Oh yeah, this shit. Okay, here we go. Look at this shit, dude. This man is just out here eating. He's just sitting there, bro. And you do hear Airbender in the background.
I think this is legitimately just the dude typed in the wrong stream key, and he got extremely lucky.
Yeah. I talk about this sometimes, ironically enough, on Warzone, where no one gives a shit. Pago, who asked. 1,000. It's like an old saying, like 1,000 monkeys jumping on 1,000 typewriters will eventually write the works of Shakespeare, kind of thing in order. Like mathematically, forever over a long enough period, everything is possible based on statistics. So, you know, it's amazing that it's come this far on Twitch without that happening. You know, without somehow somebody randomly getting a stream key. Because I know I pasted in, and if there's a space before the word live, it messes it up.
Yeah.
Or a thing after. That's why I like Connect Account. I have to get my phone reset up though, so I can use the Authy app to connect my account on OBS. So currently I use a Twitch pop out, and I have to go through the website. So most people do that way, and you got absolutely yoinked. And that shit was actually very, very funny. I'm super stoked that made the news, and that the man's that Streamers Reloaded kind of, because with as much bullshit's going on, you kind of love like a little bit of a laugh one, just like the protester guy. So
yeah.
Thank you, Twitch.
Let's see.
I don't know how he got my stream key, but I reset every.
Yeah.
It's still unclear how the guy.
You're saying it's very unlikely, but it is unlikely.
Back
I don't know.
pretty quickly. And we come on to Sunday, and we have a rising issue on Twitch. That coming from DMCA takedowns. On Sunday, some very big streamers, just to name a few: 39Daff, Nim, Michaela, Fuzzly, Katie O'Lee, the Haley Baby, Le Clumsy Fox,
I know
and
Haley.
Chloe Locke. Just a select few of the many streamers tweeting out that they've received DMCA takedowns. So first, let's understand how the system works on Twitch and why it's such a big problem. It's actually very similar to YouTube system in a way. If a channel receives a DMCA takedown, they have a strike on their account. 3 strikes and the channel is terminated. The problem here being, on Twitch, these strikes never go away. So if a channel receives 2 strikes back in 2016 and receives an additional strike today, the channel is terminated. So this week, 4 particular songs seem to have caused this issue, these being Ariana Grande 7 Rings, 50 Cent In the Club, BG's Staying Alive, and DNCE Cake by the Ocean. Many streamers have shared their problems with Twitch and their system, so let's take a look at one. Fuzzly, who received 2 strikes, tweeted, "I've been issued 2 copyright strikes on my channel, both from clips over a year old. In the past week, and told if they find one more violation in my clips, my Twitch account will be permabanned." Followed up with, "Have talked with multiple Twitch staff, all telling me my best option is to delete all my clips ever. On top of it being near impossible for me to delete 100,000 clips, the creator dashboard isn't loading any of my old clips. How am I supposed to protect myself here? I'm willing to do anything to keep my channel, even if it means deleting all my clips and memories from the past year. I feel so helpless right now. I've built this channel up for 5 years and potentially lose it so fast to something like this would be devastating. This issue is way bigger than me. Content creators aren't being informed by Twitch on the proper steps to protect themselves from this happening. And there has to be a better way to handle this than suddenly striking our accounts and banning us out of nowhere. And there is a second issue, because Twitch already have a system in place to mute copyrighted songs in VODs. The problem here being that these strikes came from clips, and when a clip is created, no check for copyrighted material is done. A good example is with Forsen, who listens to copyrighted songs during his intro. Now, if I watch this VOD and try to clip this red section, the clip will be muted. But if I was watching this stream live and I clipped it, that copyrighted song will be in that clip until it's deleted. So of course, Fuzzly and many other streamers caused a bit of a ball rolling, and Twitch and DMCA ended up trending on Twitter. And so Twitch have done a sort of response saying, "This week we've had a sudden influx of DMCA takedown requests from showing clips with background music from 2017 to 19. If you're unsure about the rights of audio in past streams, we advise removing those clips. We know many of you have large archives, and we're working to make this easier. This is the first time we've received mass DMCA claims against clips. We understand this has been stressful for affected creators, and we're working on solutions, including examining how we can give you more control over your clips. We adhere to the DMCA, which requires we take action on content and streamers' accounts upon notice from rights holders, as happened this week. Our guidelines for music have not changed, so please reference them here. So in that last tweet, Twitch are saying here, they are simply following DMCA guidelines. There have been a multitude of opinions here. Some streamers have the view that they're promoting the artist by playing their songs on stream. Some streamers are turning to Twitch to blame them, and some are saying this was bound to come along. Eventually, DMCA and copyright is going to hit Twitch as hard as it has hit YouTube. Based on what we've seen here, this is just the beginning. And there's actually one more big piece of information coming from Monday. DJ Wheat, who is the director of creative development at Twitch, has gone live to talk about all these
still DMCA news. Thought weird
about all these DMCA strikes. DJ a lot of things about these DMCAs, and he shared one pretty big piece of information to do with Warner Music Group and Universal Music Group, and that is that they are working with a third-party company who is currently monitoring streams on Twitch. And what this could potentially mean is that these streams could start being taken down live. Anyway, here is that clip.
What's interesting here and important to note, and this is where your tinfoil hats are going to come on, is that there is actually a company out there, and I believe I mentioned this to you yesterday. There's a company out there that's monitoring most streams on Twitch, and its two big investors include Universal Music Group and I think one more. I forget what the other one is. Well, I think it might be Warner. It is Warner. And so Universal Music Group and Warner have invested in this company that's monitoring every stream on Twitch. And they have the ability to issue live DMCAs. They just haven't done it yet. And so it's super important to note that that level of enforcement hasn't even come through yet, where you're live and you're getting taken down live for playing music. Right now, we're just seeing clips and VODs.
So that's why I pass this one off to streamers who are potentially watching this video. If you want to go down the nuclear route of deleting all the clips from your channel, there is a guy on Twitter called Commander Root who creates incredible resources for Twitch streamers. His latest project is an app that will delete all the clips from your channel. Now, this is the nuclear option, and it's very possible Twitch are going to create a better system to remove clips with copyrighted content, but I'll leave a link to Commander Root's Twitter at the top of the description if you truly want to be safe. Now, on the other side, moving forward, copyright is going to continue to become a big issue on Twitch, which is where a lot of streamers are going to need to make a choice when it comes to listening to music on stream. There are resources out there, which is where I personally suggest Epidemic Sound. You can sign up, add your Twitch account, and listen to all the music on their platform. It is subscription based, but will protect you in the future, and I only suggest them because I have used them. There are other options, for example Monstercat, which is a bit cheaper, but this is all just a suggestion, link in the description. And that's where I'm going to end today's video. For those who are wondering about the infrequent upload schedule, for those who don't know, I'm a
Okay, so there's a lot to unpack here because it was the goddamn bulk of the video, not the bulk, but you know, like half of it. I think a few things need to be said before we even talk about this. One is Twitch is absolutely saying the right thing, the true thing, which is that their shit is never changed. This is the link here. The music guidelines have not changed. Everyone's saying, have you heard about the new Twitch rules for copyright striking? When they've been talking to me this past week on Twitch about it. Some people have come to my chat. And it's like, dude, there's not new stuff from Twitch. They may be discussing it anew, but the rules have always been these rules. And so for that reason, it's a lot easier to get on Slasher's side. Like, streamers should have known. And then two, yes, Twitch is very behind on like helping you get rid of your old clips and stuff like that. And in terms of like scanning programs, there's even a clip of Pokelawls where he helped them and they couldn't even. Yeah, here it is. Poke told Twitch about a tool to scan clips years ago. Oh my God, the clip's missing. Oh no, which is why Livestream Fails is so good, because it's going to give us the mirror right here.
A year ago when this shit bothered me.
I wonder if this is something I can bring. Watch together sync. Yeah, let's see if this will work. Oh no. You want to just watch this link and I'll send it to you. You can watch it at the same time as me.
I'm watching right now.
Okay. So here's the video. I'll play it for stream.
A year ago when this shit bothered me, right? And the message to Lil Uzi clip and all that stuff. That shit bothered me, and I had this website with the fucking tool to search it. I sent it to Twitch. I told Twitch about this, and Twitch was like, "Oh, this is interesting. Thank you." And they didn't care until now. Twitch hits me up again, and they're like, "Oh, what's that website again, by the way?" Yo, by the way, what's that thing you used? $1 billion company? Are you kidding me? Dude, you guys understand how stressful this is? Like, they don't... One guy in the chat, Corporal, made this fucking program that scans DMCA clips for DMCA, and they didn't have this for clips yet.
Alright.
Like,
Yeah.
I love you, Twitch. Twitch, I love you, dude.
Yeah.
But I gotta give you guys criticism with
I mean,
this
that's
shit.
just like
A year
fair
ago...
enough. Are you done with the clip?
Yeah, I just watched the rest of it.
Okay. I mean, it's just like, I mean, it's $1 billion company. I think they don't really take shit seriously until it happens. Like, kind of everyone else in the thing. So don't blame them. But like, also, like, I mean, just, I think it's simple to say that like people blame Twitch for fucking everything, and a lot of the time, I will admit that it's their fault. But some of the time, and I think in this case, it's 100% not their fault because this has been the same rules. And also, it's like,
I think everybody takes this collective risk. It's this unspoken rule that this has been very unenforced on Twitch compared to enforced on YouTube. On YouTube, you can get DMCA'd while you're live. Like, I've had the stream go down before because I played a too popular song, and that particular record label is gunning for that song being on streams. I've had the stream get taken down. I've had to put it back up. I've had to, like, I can't even delete the VOD. They take care of that for you. That shit's removed. It's not viewable in any region. They let you know. Or even before you set a video to be live, like, I've uploaded a video unlisted and I haven't launched it yet, you know, for like some kind of content, like maybe perhaps the Crucible thing. And they could let you know ahead of time. I had that happen on one video. It's like, hey, this video has been removed. I'm like, oh, I didn't even release it, and they've already scanned it for the music. So YouTube is on their shit. Be careful. Twitch is a little bit more lax. They've been doing the thing that he showed you in the Forsen clip, where they mute the beginning of your intro. And that's honestly what I used to use to kind of cheese saving my VODs for a while. I would highlight everything after the muted audio, so I can get the stream and I don't have any of the audio on it from my intro. I don't have to worry about uploading it to YouTube later. I just download that highlight at some point and edit what I want from it. So, and then also another thing to understand, the third thing that I think is like pre-context that we should put out there before we get into this whole can of worms, is that it is specific songs. It is specific songs. It is specific record labels that are doing this. This is not Lil Uzi Vert or your favorite rapper going onto Twitch and copy striking you. This is the people who truly own the music. And people tend to forget that typically the record label owns the artist's music. The artist does not own their own music. They don't make they might make royalties, but there's no guarantee that that's what's happening. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and then also that it's very specific songs. Like they said, those 4 songs, you know, In the Club by 50 Cent's a big one. A lot of people like the vibes of that one song. We're all hoping we eat cake by the ocean, come on. Like, these are songs that get played, but typically Twitch streamers adapt and react by not playing those songs. And they take the strike or two, whoever got them, and they keep on keeping on, because normally Twitch has kind of just been pretty lazy on enforcing it. And so, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, it's a rule, but everybody gets away with it and breaks the rules, so we're all just going to keep doing it. And, you know, I do song requests on my channel, and you typically have a Spotify thing playing when you play, you know what I mean? But we stay away from like big stuff, the big songs that might get you in trouble. And typically,
I just don't even care. It's like, dude, like a lot of these people are like fucking 3 viewer Andys, and they're like deleting all their clips and memories. Dude, it's like, dude,
they're not going to get you. Yeah.
That, and like, it's just like, dude, you're gonna get a strike. And like, I just think people are taking this shit way too serious. Way too serious.
You're gonna lean back like that. Put the mic closer. Come on now. We're podcasting, bitch. Yeah.
Okay.
Be relaxed.
There we go.
DJ Weed has the same mic you do. Sure, SM7B. Good work.
Easy.
Yeah, he's like one of the biggest employees of Twitch in general. Yeah, we advise removing these clips. like Twitch is trying to be polite about it because PR is everything, as we just talked about online. But like honestly, they could tweet out, "You dumbasses should have known," and they wouldn't be wrong. Like
Yeah, exactly.
you guys, it's also right. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. You can't just go kill someone and be like, "Well, I didn't know it was illegal." You're still gonna go to jail for that shit if you get caught, right? So it's the same system of about something much more minor, right? This isn't people's lives here. This is music being played on stream, but you can get away with it or you can get caught. And if you get caught, what you tend to do, just like when streamers get banned for something, you point to everybody else. Oh, they're doing it and they get in trouble. That's not a valid argument. That's not going to save you from getting banned. They're not going to be like, oh, you're right. One, you're unbanned, and now they're all banned. Like, how can your argument be we should all be banned? Like, your argument, because you think what happened to you is BS, should be that nobody should get in trouble for it. So either you're saved because you're just one of the herd, or y'all are all fucked, or like, you know, it's hard to be on one side or the other. I'm kind of in the middle where it's like, you should be aware of the risks and you take the risk or you don't take the risk, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, there's really no excuse, to be honest.
No,
you should know.
Not even close.
Yeah. Like, what do you expect?
Why?
Like,
yeah, I don't even know why that's an issue. People just like to blame Twitch.
Yeah. Yeah. The people towards the end of this, there was like some screenshots where they're like, yeah. And there's all these things. And let's be honest, people don't want, for the most part, to play on these like third-party non-copyright sounds. Like I play non-copyright sounds in the intro.
So bad.
Like Pretzel Rocks, which is DJ Wheat helped founded that. There's Epidemic Sound. I'm pretty sure Spazzy, Spaforzy, SP4ZIE, Spoozy. He's like a very memester kind of League of Legends streamer, but he's mainly a YouTuber. And when he streams, he plays Epidemic Sounds because he can't get copy striked. And then when it comes to editing it later, you just do whatever you want. Because imagine you hit a sick clip, but there's 50 cents in the club in the background. Like, goddamn, you're gonna have to figure that out. Honestly, I kind of admire a little bit the streamers who can play at a high level. For example, like yourself with music playing in the background. You're actually hearing that, right? It's not just a stream you dip in and out of.
Yeah, no, I can hear it.
There is a way, and I'd love to look it up because I used to have it in my internet history. Somebody was teaching everybody on Reddit how to set up a music stream basically that you dip in and out of, but that's always playing on your stream. So as if you're the streamer and it's distracting, you can tune out of it, but you understand some chats like to vibe to music all the time. For me, I'm in favor. It's just a distraction for me. Somebody was saying it in one of these screenshots here in this video. For me, it's a distraction. I can't really focus on like Warzone or some shit like that when I'm listening to music. I mean, audio is Doggers and Warzone, but there's other games too where it for me communicating and hearing game sound is way more important. But I understand there's people out there, for example, like Blitzen. I mean, yours is relatively low, but it is there. You are chilling and vibing to music.
I mean, even like so, like if you can't see my Go Explorer, but there's literally a button where I can just press it and it'll mute the whole thing if I need to like clutch up. Like it's not that serious. Voice Meter Banana as well and stream. I think there's Streamlabs where you click a hotkey maybe, but I don't know about that. Yeah,
that's crazy. I was just talking about my replacement phone might be an iPhone 11, and now I'm getting an ad for an iPhone 11 case, dude. We're listening out here. Microwaves in your shoe, or not
dude.
Microwaves, microphones in your shoelace is what Bulza said the other day. So you know, maybe, bro. I was talking to my dad. He had his phone in his pocket. I didn't have my phone, so how do they know that this computer is connected to my dad's phone? Man, I don't know.
Yikes.
It makes you. It's some real tinfoil hat shit, just like the lawyer was saying. Yeah. Okay, this has got to be one of the worst takes though. The Tfue take. You see that shit?
Yeah, that's like totally on brand for Tfue though.
Imagine promoting someone's music to your community just to get DMCA striked. What's funny is TSM Daquan back in the day had the exact same take. Another Fortnite big ass streamer. He's like, and that was during the Lil Uzi one because the Lil Uzi one got hit. Vocalaws got hit with it. He made a video. He's like, "This is a message to Lil Uzi. Stop banning my friends." Like it was definitely a meme, and he knew it would kind of get shipped and clipped to the live stream fails. So, but at the same time, it does feel rather personal when it's you and your friends getting in trouble online. So I don't know. It's a huge deal, but at the end of the day, if you want to be factual about it, there's just like you should expect that shit to happen, bro. That shit's the law. It's literally the law. Like if somebody uses even a clip, and typically when someone uses a clip of me in a YouTube thing, like I used to end up on some of the Rocket League daily channels every once in a while, I don't mind. You know what I mean? But there was one guy who was promoting like a super scamster, like a CSGO Lotto type shit, but for Rocket League, which is hyper against even Rocket League's terms of service. And I have psionic staff in my community. So I struck that guy, but everybody else, I don't care, dude. Like, yeah, it is free
Right,
promo.
exactly.
But what people fail to understand is that this is a like communal social, like okay or not okay kind of thing. It's not a legal thing, because the legal take is I could strike anybody I want off of YouTube for using my shit, right? Because
exactly.
it belongs to Twitch for 24 hours after I hit the stop streaming button, and then it's mine. So, you know, like I could be out here doing that, and like doing that gets you in hot water, because the court of public opinion is always in session. So that's why Pokimane was in hot water for a while, and Alinity got in big hot water for copy striking PewDiePie. I think PewDiePie got her back for talking about his video on her stream. So he taught her a little bit of a lesson that it's a two-way street there. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Just be careful. I don't know if you have any other takeaways on that one.
Not really. It's just be careful. Understand that like some things are not just the company's fault. Like silence brand memes. It's like actually the law that is set down. So yeah, don't be dumb.
At what point am I going to jump through the window? What's up, Mr. Agitating? Very on par thing. That's more of a Twitch thing, to be honest. Today is a podcast about basically, like a lot of the big streamer news over the week, so we can get down with that. And yesterday, so 2 days a week we're on YouTube, and then 5 days out of the week we're on Twitch. Keep getting DMs from random Sims. This is all. It's hard to like find all my old stuff here that was here. Elephant PP Zoom. I don't think we should open this, but there is a very great channel that does like African safaris, and they just like you can see like I mean they don't shy away from the stuff. They've filmed like a pack of lions like killing a live wildebeest and then like munching him while he's still alive type shit.
Jesus. Okay.
And then like stupid stuff like giraffes getting tripped on each other's legs. So there's everything from the cute to the pretty savage. And then this one is an elephant walking past and the camera just zooms in on the dong, which is elephant sized, right? So that's pretty funny. Yeah. There's a lot of, well, no, I don't know what the rules here are on or whatever. This one was funny. I'm going to pull this one. Dude, like brand risk out here. Not really brand risk, but it's funny how like you definitely should do what this guy does and don't stop and talk to them. He's running the gauntlet of hostess girls in Japan.
Anyway. Holy. Marquetta. Oh. It's like it reminds me of it reminds me of going to like a car show or something.
Go to a car show. Okay, maybe not the best take to be brand friendly.
Yikes.
But that's like an alleyway of the gauntlet of hostess cosplay girls. So they're trying to get you into the cafe. I know, God knows to see you went live here, decided to drop by. Thank you, Mr. Adjay. I appreciate that. We're trying to get YouTube partnership, which means we need 1,000 subs and then 4,000 view hours in 1 year, a 12-month period. So it's a lot to do. And this is kind of something I've always wanted to do, and I'm glad we're finally getting it down to a format. Oh my God. See, like this is the normal like dumb shit that happens on Twitch that probably that chess guy thinks he can just generalize about everything. Like Maya, who's a conservationist streamer, who's just a college girl from California that started streaming, and she got popular on live stream fails because she looked like Pokimane. And then Miskip started talking to her, and now they date, and they might live together at this point. I'm not sure what the deal is, but he lives with a bunch of streamers too. Who are just dumb, or they act dumb, right?
Wait, you never told me there's these. Okay, pause. You do this to make me look bad.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
No, you didn't tell me that there's different settings.
There were different settings.
There's a plus and a minus.
So you made him look bad, and now he looks like a fool in front of his stream.
That is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Maya. Higa. Maya. Higa. Maya. Higa. Maya. Higa.
It is dumb. Oh God. Wait, Noble, don't come right now while we're looking at the dumb clip. God damn it. We were just talking about DMCA stuff.
This is 100% recon
Yeah.
on the thing, dude.
Oh,
Recon is
no.
so ugly, it hurts.
Oh no. Where was it?
Oh,
No, now
God,
we got to come
Recon.
back to the. and we gotta like quick. It's like Jesus is here. Everyone look busy, kind of shit right now. YouTube. We were talking about, and I don't know if they have whoever's controlling the Noble account right now has an opinion. Is we were talking about
creators, and we're working
the DMCA claims against clips and stuff like that, because it is rough. Oh, that was the other thing that was pre-context that I think should 100%. That big ass nose is ugly on Blitzen's face. I mean, it could be an emote. That's side profile. All right, he's got to lean into the meme. But what people don't understand, there it is, banned. Oh yeah, Blitzen's actually like a mod here. Oh no, that's got to be Recon, right? Or Opaku? I can't tell.
No, it's 100% Recon.
Okay. What people don't understand is that for big partners, and I don't know if this is all partners, because you could tell me this, you don't actually have that 2-month deletion time frame. For affiliates and people with Twitch Prime, you have 2 months to download your VOD should you want, or they will delete.
I have no idea.
I can kind of show you what that looks like here. If I go to my stream manager, right, my content creator dashboard, can I click this over, please? You know, flex the bounty board on Blitzen one time. He doesn't have that. Okay, anyway. You click the video producer under content, right? These are all my videos, including highlights and clips. But then I go to past broadcast, right? And if I scroll down, right, I stream 5 times a week on Twitch, so there's a lot. But at the end, right, April 11th, right, which is a little bit less than 2 months ago, this is expiring in 2 days. This is going to get deleted by Twitch. And so what I typically do is I have to hit the ... I'll drag it over so you can see, and hit download. The problem with downloading it on Twitch is that it has to compile this whole video. And for an 8-hour video, it can take over 45 minutes. It could take an hour or more for it to finally like do whatever it needs to make it a video that you can download. So people get really tired of having to do that shit all the time. Sometimes they just literally export their VOD to YouTube and then download it from YouTube. Or, I mean, I can export it right here, right? It's right, start export. I could split it into 15-minute segments. It's a lot easier to send this shit to YouTube directly than to download. But if you're a partner, your shit does not delete. I'm on his past broadcast. I'm sorted by past broadcast, sorted by date. So 5 days ago, 13 days ago, and I keep going, right? I'm already at 2 months, and then everything passes should be gone. This 3-month shit should be gone, but it's not because he's a big partner. 4 months, 7 months ago, 8 months ago. So for a streamer to not only go through their VOD, but all their clips, especially the big ones who are getting hit by these DMCA strikes, is a lot to ask, to be honest. Like Fusel, well, not TV being like, imagine promoting someone's music and getting copy strike for it. Like that's like the Imagine takes are always such trash, dude. So Fusely's take is a little bit more easy to be sympathetic to. I'm willing to do anything to keep my channel, even if it means deleting all my clips and memories from the past years. I feel so helpless right now. I've built this channel up for 5 years, and to potentially lose it all so fast to something like this would be devastating. So, you know, I don't know. Oh boy, Daddy Recon is here. Bye. Oh no, wait. Oh no. Oh man. What's up, Clem? So yeah. I mean, this was the big thing this week that happened in terms of like Twitch drama. And me and Blitzen already said it before. You should know the risk you're taking and educate yourself, absolutely. But even if you didn't educate yourself, this is literally what copyright law is. Like, you could get struck for any song by anyone who owns a song if they want to. Just like you can strike any YouTube channel or other Twitch channel for watching your clip if you don't like them using that shit. You know what I mean? Like, it just can happen. What's up, Phobes? So, like we said, their fucking laws have not changed. Their well, not Twitch doesn't make laws, but their legal rules.
No, they're laws. I'm done with it. Fuck it.
It's laws. All this shit has not changed. Type of music content, right? There's music owned by you, and so like there's a lot of different ways to do this. You can use Pretzel Rocks or Epidemic Sound, right? And to a lot of people, that's boring. Or you can use songs that you know are owned by the artist and they might be unlikely to be a problem there. Phobes, thank you for the subscribe, man. I appreciate that. We're trying to get YouTube partnered out here, so there's a lot of things we need done, which is 1,000 subs and 4,000 view hours in the 12-month period. So you're helping with that greatly. Thank you so much. And, you know, lip sync performance can get you in trouble. Karaoke, DJ sets, visual music depiction, lyric. Oh, what the really? Lyrics, musical notation, tablature, or other visual representation of copyright music other than music owned by you or which music is licensed you share. Or on-screen lyrics or depictions of music provided by Twitch as part of Twitch Sings, caption stream voucher as Twitch Sings performance. Oh, this is something you may not use in Twitch. Wait, dude. So if I Twitch Sings it and it gets me in, this is actually super vague. And this is also a part of the story that a lot of people are accusing Twitch of being very vague about stuff. But
that's what all companies though. They're just super vague. So like, if they want to apply something, they can. If they don't, they don't have to. Yeah.
Oh no, it says other than music owned by you. So all this is okay because of Twitch Sings. And up here it says music content you may use is Twitch Sings performance. But I mean, it's pretty stringent. You know what I mean? You could bring up like, imagine someone's DMCA and Mozart, whoever has the rights, or just let's just go with the Beatles, right? Because there was that big drama where Michael Jackson bought a lot of the Beatles stuff, and it drove a wedge between him and Paul McCartney's friendship. Imagine whoever owns some of the Beatles stuff, and you bring up like that song "Help," and you bring up like the music notes to it because you're one of these piano streamers, and you stream and you take music requests and play it. If they're gonna be that way about it, they could absolutely just dink you for that. And then that's a full strike, and then 3 strikes and you're gone. It's the same system as YouTube. YouTube, you can get DMCA'd 3 times. The only thing that's better, I guess, that was admitted there is that on YouTube, the strikes do disappear after a certain amount of time. I want to say it's 6 months or 90 days. So, you know, if you strike somebody on YouTube 3 times in a short period of time, that channel could be gone. But for Twitch, it's long lasting. It's forever. So you could get dinked for something 3 years ago, and then 2 years ago, and then now, and then you're gone. So, you know, protect your neck out here. But yeah. Yeah, and DJ Wheat had a lawyer friend on, and some people at Twitch are very much invested in letting you guys know. Oh my god! Noble Gaming subscribes to the YouTube channel. I'm actually wearing, right? Maybe Recon can see that. You know, we need to kind of relax the lettering rules on the EGL, though, by the way. Because I'm missing the G here. I'm just owning Toaster.
Not with EGL anymore.
Yeah.
Not with EGL.
Oh, okay. Sorry. My bad. Okay. Yikes. I'm not up to date with that.
He's not
okay, listen.
Oh my
Buy your
Lord.
Noble jersey. Okay. Where can I get one now?
Noble.gg/shop.
Oh, okay. Can I get my long ass name on it then? What's the deal? Thank you for the subscribe, Noble Gaming.
That's just something you gotta.
Okay.
You gotta talk to Noble Gaming
yeah,
about, dude.
Custom 2020 Pro jersey. All right. I like the white with the black, dude. Yeah.
I don't have it, dude.
You don't have this? Oh
no. I
no.
don't have it. No.
Noble Pro does not have the Noble Pro jersey. You hate to see it.
Oh my god, you hate to see it.
Oh
First
my god.
one known.
So custom is with your gamer tag, and the other one's with the back. I think I would definitely want my name on it. I can't lie. Yeah, these ones are looking cool. Got the characters on here and stuff like this. COVID-19 shipping update. Look at us being all sorts of. What is this?
That's
oh,
B-roll of like
a CEO, the fighting tournament.
Yeah. With fucking combat and Silver Rye.
Hell yeah. Yeah, dude. I love watching fighting game community stuff, even though I'm trash at it. Got 2 yellow ones. I need a new one. There you go. I like the.
Who said that they have the yellow jersey?
Phobes.
Phobes, what are you doing, bud? Why? Oh no.
There you go. This is exactly what fighting games tournaments look like, though. It's always 2 dudes on like a stage, same exact chairs as the crowd. There you go. Retro, says Noble Gaming. Yellow is way better, in my opinion.
It's retro, but like, come on now, don't lie to yourselves over here.
Yeah, the white
and black paint stripes.
Pretty clean. I mean, I can agree. I think you should always have like some color options available at some point, but it just depends. Short sleeve, long sleeve, dude. It's starting to get winterish out here. Maybe I might need something longer. You know, these crossed arrows. I've seen this. NBL. You used to be NBL on your Apex name. Now change. Why'd you change it? Is it Noble _ Blitzen?
People called us Nobody Likes Blitzen, right? That was the meme.
Okay.
Right? And Nobody Likes Mikey, Nobody Likes He, or it was like Nothing But Losers, and then the team name.
Oh,
and then
money.
Then the casters in ALGS called us, or no, ALGS, like Esports Arena or something, whatever the hell.
Yeah.
NLB. And we're like, that's fucking unacceptable.
Yeah.
We just put Noble at the end of our name.
Yeah,
It's
let
like,
him know.
gross.
That is kind of.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Freaking, let's see if there's something that's not dumb enough to get Recon to make us feel terrible about it. The Lily stream thing was super fun. There's also other options here. Wait, that just took me to Charming's Joe's thing. I need the actual clip he did. It was actually really funny. Come on, bruh. Charming. Oh, it's probably going to be his best clips or his top clips. So we're going to go here. New designs coming soon. You heard it here first, folks. Videos.
I've heard that many times before.
Soon TM.
He's actually throwing.
Yeah. Here's his salute.
Please don't.
So, I like that you can do Twitch clips on this. Here we go. This is the 5-head thing if you're like a music streamer.
Please don't.
Oh shit.
Please don't. Please don't ban me. Please don't ban me.
He's kind of popping though, you know?
Please don't ban me. 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 Please don't ban me.
He's great.
Please don't ban me. 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 Please don't save me. Please don't ban me. Please don't save me. Please don't ban 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 me.
Please.
Please don't ban me. Please don't ban me.
Save my life.
Oh my god, that's from that old ass video. Please spare my life. I love this backwards F that's the LOL in Korean.
I'm making my own music right now.
There you go. I mean, you know, we out here. We out here potentially getting in trouble. So, you know, if you're a music streamer, I think you're a little bit easier off. But what's crazy is that you can get in trouble for oh, I'm the bald guy. That one. Where's that video at? This video. This video actually initially, you know, because like there's two different ways of getting claimed on YouTube. And one's a little bit less malicious. If you play something that they just want their cut of, basically they'll claim it through YouTube and YouTube will put ads in front of your video and the money will go to them instead. This is a very controversial topic because at one point Nintendo did the same thing, but they took all the money that you made off of that video went to them. If you so much as played a Nintendo game on your video. So like I'm a Cutie Pie was doing the Zelda Breath of the Wild stuff and his editors were throwing it up on YouTube and then it all got money claimed and then they stopped doing it because it's like, what am I putting my effort into when I'm making money off this and now I'm not. So, right. But like this guy got claimed in the AdSense because it was so similar. Like, look at this. It's that song, the bad guy song, but it's all his own audio.
I'm the bad guy.
Wait, this stuff got claimed?
This shit got claimed by whoever owns the Billie
I
Eilish
would
thing.
be tilted, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. And he has the top comment on the main song who he says, I'm the bald guy. Because he does a lot of different songs like this in general. So yeah. One of the comments on the top comments on this one, this little 47-second recreation he did is that, hey guys, the ads on this video pay somebody else because the YouTube music, whatever, picked up that song. And that's crazy. I mean, it's either a speaking to how ridiculous it is or how good he is at doing that stuff. So, I don't know. Right. Nina, your mom, Jeannie, learns another English term. Oh, she learned about the term motorboating. That one was funny. Narrate. Oh, dude, we love a good rage clip, eh?
Very nice cave.
This shit's funny because I've actually had this happen. I don't know if you've ever had this happen, but when it happens, it's super annoying right here at the end.
Very nice cave here to the left. Very nice. I'm glad I came into that cave. That sounded good. Oh, nice. I'm not afraid.
Terraria is very meta these days too. It's crazy.
Yeah, I am afraid. I'm afraid because. Oh, not my hotkeys!
Narrator dialogue. Okay, but
no!
Heads up. Narrator keyboard.
Jesus.
I don't know if I was because I smashed it, but have you ever had the Windows narrator come on?
Yes.
Yeah, it's so bad because
literally smashing my thing.
Yeah. Okay, bro. This was I don't know, bro. This man takes L after L. So E-Rob, who was in one of the earlier clips, I think, is Tyler One's brother, and he just gets bullied for everything, and he's just historically known for taking L's. And here he is in CS failing to clutch. Electric kick. You hear the guy say.
Yo, bud, you got a chess
You've
game
chosen
tomorrow
kick.
versus the Fortnite dude. You better not lose. Practice on it.
Chosen kick.
Are you serious? Are you fucking serious, dude? Actually,
And then, wait for it.
actually, dude. This fucking happens, man.
God damn.
Yeah, the slams.
Are y'all winning, son?
What does it fucking look like, dude? What does it fucking look like? Does it look like I've won? Huh?
Oh no, dude. Lamont. L-Rob, bro. His channel name is E-Rob, and people call him L-Rob so much, bro. But I mean, it's like you were saying. Like, how are you gonna hate on somebody for getting to the bag? Because like, if his bag is just people laughing at him losing, you just go on stream and lose all day. I don't know.
For real.
Yeah, it's rough because that's like the worst way to get it done. But yeah. Oh wait, this is perfect because we have to
so
do
I'm
the
buying.
the shit. Raj Patel had the same take that you did about the Shungite stuff.
Babe,
dude.
so I'm buying in, dude.
I thought Suge Knight was the guy that killed.
No, that is. Wait, no,
Oh.
dude. He didn't kill him. He ran his label. Yes.
Oh.
Um,
well,
but,
isn't that a rumor?
Yes.
Isn't that? It's a rumor. I'm
But
not.
Shugite is the rock that protects you from
Oh
unwanted.
my god! Oh my god!
Are you watching the doc clip right now?
No, I literally thought this whole thing was about Suge Knight or something. I was like, what the hell does he have to do with Twitch and Dr. Disrespect? Like, this whole time I've been
side doc.
I've been-
he's on Death Row Records, dude.
I've been
Oh,
thinking,
no,
I've been looking at Reddit and whatever for like the last 3 weeks, and I'm like, what?
Which is funny because like, where is it? Dr. Disrespect. Right. And it is a clip. It's super hard to find for some reason. Here it is. It's like I can't find it even in my history here. Is this the one? This is the one. Anyway. Yeah. So I went to Blitz's chat while he's playing with that guy from North, and I asked him if he knew what Chungite is, and he said the exact same shit that someone in Doc's chat said. So if I could totally edit Blitzen right in the middle of this clip, and it would go perfect.
Anyways, I bought a whole bunch of Shungite rocks. Do you know what Shungite is? Anybody know what Shungite is? No, not Suge Knight. I think he's locked up in prison. Talking Shungite. Anyways, it's a 2 billion year old like rock stone that protects against frequencies and unwanted frequencies that may be traveling in the air. That's my story. I bought a whole bunch of stuff, put them around the La Casa, little pyramids, stuff like that.
Jesus Lord, dude.
I put them around the La Casa, by the way. There's so much to love about that clip. I can't lie, bro.
Dude.
Oh,
The
no.
more I watch the doc, I realize that I think I love this. I don't love like the character, but like
Yeah.
him as like a genuine person, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
His little weird boomerisms are super funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so great.
It's... Oh, this was crazy. I have a very hard time thinking this is staged, even though that would be the only way for this to not be super fucked up. This shit right here.
What?
As much as they're overplaying it for like straight.
Guys, wait a second. Wait a freaking
Holy
second.
shit.
I'm kind of, maybe I shouldn't eat
Whoa.
this Chipotle. Can I say something, guys? Do not be alarmed.
I'm done with this Chipotle, dog.
I've never seen this ever happen. Wait, can you focus the camera? Guys, what the fuck is this?
An actual HDMI port
That doesn't
thing.
make any sense at all.
It's a USB.
No, it looks like a mini HDMI.
It's a mini HDMI in my Chipotle. There's a mini HDMI in my Chipotle.
Good lord, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks staged as fuck.
Staged? Bulza says staged.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I eaten wedges once. What, like the women's shoe? Oh, fucking potato wedges. It had glass in it. I was fucking pissed. I mean, you should be pissed. What do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Freaking. Oh god. I like the so the Makita donation was to that guy when he drove down the thing. That's I lost in the language. So the I lost Craigasm type shit. What were we looking at on Crooklyn Cat's channel? Oh, we were just seeing who that person was. They got like hell of thousands.
It's the I think the tech dude for Noble.
Okay. Oh god. Okay, not to do politics. We're not gonna do politics, but this shit was actually hilarious too, dude. You fucking, cause like it's always funny to watch people from other countries notice how dumb America is.
Google the word idiot under images, a picture of Donald Trump comes up. I just did that. How would that happen?
Oh no,
search
dude.
work so that would occur.
For any time you type in a keyword, we have gone out and crawled and stored copies of billions of web pages in our index.
If I'm not watching Crooklyn Cat, I have issues. Okay, all right. Wait, he does what for you guys? Oh yeah. This is how I found him under some Noble stuff. I was on the Noble Esports page. I was on Blitzen's thing.
How are you, man?
And I was, residential sleepering, with the Apex contest. So I clicked on Noble Esports and I saw who was live. He was actually.
Okay, buddy.
I'm just kidding. Is he an old H1 pro? Because I was looking at his bio trying to figure out more about him.
Played H1.
Like 7K plus. Yeah. When I came on, he was singing. He was like singing out here with like no cam. I can't quite find where it was, but he was just out here just jamming, like over here. And I respect it.
Since Wednesday, I think.
He's Doc's main mod. Really? I had no idea. Because like there's big mods. There's mods for big channels that are not necessarily big themselves, but he's got his own thousands of followers and being a Twitch partner as well. That's crazy cool. Because I know this guy. What's his name? Yeah, I can't believe that I can just look that and it's there, even though because like I cleared my history before. Brook not partnered? Really? Oh, okay. I thought he was. Yeah, this guy, he does his own Valorant and he's very high rank at Valorant, but he's like one of T-Hump's main mods. And there's a lot of people who mod for people that also stream, and a lot of people are unaware of stuff like that. Let's see. Is there anything important before we get off here that you want to show people? Twitch clip or YouTube clip? I need to find.
I mean,
what's
not
that?
really. No.
No. Chess is getting big. What I really like. Okay, so there's like they call them clip chimps, which is like a weird name for them. But the people who like just sit on streams all day to put stuff on live stream fail. Sometimes they can get it. Sometimes they get like the perfectly timed clips, and like this one's like the out of context ones that cut off early. Those are my favorite, like this one.
And we are live. We're joined by Ludwig and Boxbox. Ludwig, do you want to ask the question you just did before we were on?
Yeah, Alex. My question's why did you fuck me?
Right there, just get a cut. Because like it was bad advice that he got fucked by. Also, Noble Gaming, we need in on the next chess tournament. All right, me and Blitz. All right, we're gonna start playing.
I have no idea how to play chess at all.
Okay, the bishops move diagonally, right? And the castles
I don't know what
move.
a bishops is.
It's the little pointy one right next to the king and the queen, right? And then
no.
the
I
horses
can play
move in
chess
L shapes.
Professionally, but
Yeah,
besides
yeah,
that,
yeah.
nothing.
What's up, Connor? We're just talking about a little bit about the chess meta for a second here, because I think that's honestly the last thing I want to talk about, because I think it's great. It's a little bit wholesome and it's a little bit big brain compared to the normal fodder that ends up on Twitch. Chess in general got popular because Hikaru, a grandmaster and who attends a lot of big tournaments, played with XQC. And then a lot of people who looked to XQC for the next, wave of what's hot on Twitch started playing. And then the chess grandmaster started streaming. That girl is one sister, the Botez sister. They're both like at least IM, which is like the one right below grandmaster. And then there's a couple other guys who do it too. And then that also feeds into playing tournaments, and there was like 16 big streamers in the latest tournament, which that clip is from. What is this, Alex? Oh yeah. Dude, this is they're starting to adjust to the meta though, which is what I like about chess players, is that they're smart and analytical. So here's Hikaru and Alex.
Absolutely. Well, chat, it has been a blast. This was the most watched stream on Twitch. And I would ask you to do something, but you would do the opposite. So please don't follow chess on Twitch so that you miss all of these exciting games. Go watch something else. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Hikaru, you are awesome.
Jesus
Yeah, you
Lord,
too.
dude.
It's a lot of fun.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Much, everyone,
And
for
like
tuning in.
inside,
Hikaru,
and
you're
like
awesome.
inside the thing, they're all like, "Okay, I won't do it." But I mean, look at these people: Voyboy, big league streamer; Fusely, big league and just chatting streamer; Nate Hill, big in the Fortnite scene on FaZe; E-Rob,
Right.
Tyler One's brother; Hutch, big old COD pro kind of guy; Yasuo, 100 Thieves content for League of Legends; Moist Critical, huge YouTuber; XQC, huge from the Overwatch and now big in for just anything he plays; Forsen. God, I think Hearthstone was his big pop off, and right before that, a somewhat notoriety in StarCraft, and now he can just play anything and people watch. Nim, huge Swedish memer and just basically just chatting guy, but like he makes a lot of the meme music from like Forsen's kind of like Twitch music, like meta. He was really the one behind a lot of that, and people don't know that. X Chocobars is like same thing with Fusely, like online TV, offline TV type affiliate, YouTube and League of Legends creation. Slicker got partnered recently. That was wild. Speaking about brand risks, like we were talking about TSM Zexro and stuff, he's now signed to Liquid. Did you know that? He's like on their content creation team. He just got signed to Liquid. And like he used to be the one on Raj Patel doing the most Squad W takes, like talking shit to girls and being like, "You're only on here using your boobs to get views," and like the kind of stuff that could get you banned if you go too far. He was always right on that edge, and he has been banned before. And for a while, he was the biggest affiliate. He had like thousands of subs, well above the partner viewership threshold, thousands of average viewers. And he just, every time he applied, he was getting denied. Although I do hear it's also very stringent. It's way harder to get partnered in the UK than here. Did my links not go through? They did not. Noble Gaming. Here, I will get Recon. Do not abuse your current moderatorship. I'm going to add you as a moderator, and you can put whatever clips you want us to watch in the chat right now.
Good Lord.
Papa Plate, I'm not
way
sure
too
who
much
this guy
power.
is from Germany. No, don't do it. I'm sorry, agitated.
That is way too much power.
I will
dude.
take it away afterwards. Boxbox,
ego to the
League of Legends top laner. We already talked about why he got popular, and the chess GM who got banned was talking shit about him. Swiftor, I forget what he was a pro in, or he's like huge World of Warcraft content. And then Ludwig, actually at one point was a
Doesn't he
top
do
100.
COD? He's a COD YouTuber. Swiftor.
Is he really? Oh, okay.
Because he did like the fucking Simon Says shit for so long.
That's right. Ludwig, he at one point was like a top 100 melee player at the bottom of it, but before that, and then after that, just a huge like Mario, like Nintendo streamer, does like speed runs and type shit like that. What is this?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, okay. All right. We're putting this in the clip watcher here. Being Blitz. Caustic OP. All right. You hate to see it, because I don't think there's a Caustic on this team. Oh no, there is.
They're all my gas, all my gas.
They're all in his gas. Okay, Omni. Waiting recovery.
I think I got kills.
Let's go, Caustic's OP.
Wait, did they just die to gas while you guys are busy dying too?
Yeah, that was gas.
Wait, is this the one where Vayne was AFK? Please
No,
tell me.
that was-
Oh,
that was
okay.
finals.
That would be a.
Let's go, Caustic's.
Knows what's up. Who was the other team that just died to gas like that?
No idea.
Oh, okay. Oh, I think I was here live for some of this. I think I was there for this one, because I stopped by.
On
with
roof. Cracked one.
Knock Watson.
Oh, okay.
Pat is also knocked. Wait on me.
I went to report. I went to report.
Playing live. I'm playing really long live here.
Wait, that's crazy that you could do that, bro.
Got knocked defenses. I think you won.
I gotta reload, I gotta reload.
Last guy Wraith.
Yeah, did it. Nice. Let's go, baby. We take those.
And I love your little replacement webcam here, the little smiley face.
Like that's so great.
Hand drawn, probably. Can you actually cheese the portal like that? If the zone
What do you
fully
mean?
closes, can you just constantly go through a port and avoid taking damage from
Yeah.
zone?
Yeah.
Is that like a late game strat that ever gets used?
Yeah.
That's
all the time.
crazy.
Like every single time.
Every single time. I remember that there was a meta for a while where Gibby shields were on low cooldown or something. What was that? Where like last circle would have like 10 Gibby shields up? I don't know what the deal was with that. Let's see if there's any more chess shit. Yeah, well, yeah. Watch Blitzen and the other two Noble Apex Legends players when they play tournaments. It's kind of cool. I first started dropping in because I wanted to see back when you guys had two teams and it was you and Mikey and Key. None of you guys were streaming your side. So I hope to catch it on Lion Stream, and I was on Lion Stream watching the whole thing, and then I watched the most recent one with you. It's a bit hard just because what? Because there's like delay. That's all. Oh no. I'm trying to, dude, of course Nick deleted this. So NMP Law is like a good friend of Soda Poppin', and it's like, this is how a relationship ends. Oh no. Trying to find his biggest clip is like him talk about how Ring of Elysium recoil is easy clappers. And how Clam was like, used to be the, dude, this is actually the kind of shit I used to watch Blitzen do. It was really entertaining to watch him when I first started watching his stream. Is like the multi-headshot sound you can get in row is so satisfying. Will it load? I hate to see it. Is it still loading screen for you? Okay, here we go.
Who's this guy?
There's two over there.
Jesus.
I accidentally just insta-thirst Tay.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Bro, this
Like,
clip,
what
dude,
the
this
shit,
post
dude?
is
I just headshotted Tay so many
stupid.
fucking times.
What is this?
Hmm? Oh yeah. This one's specific for Blitzen. No, I'm not gonna ruin it for myself. I'm gonna throw this straight in.
Coming from these qualifiers.
Oh, what is this? Oh, I got it in here.
Oh Lord, it is just one of the worst.
Oh, yellow
Coming from
jersey.
These qualifiers, though, are going to be the top 10 from every qualifier, so they're going to be the best of the best. Do you have another strategy going into it, or are you just going to stick with smokes and being a bit careful?
AK, shotgun, smoke grenade. That's my strat. So I mean, that is what it is. I'm gonna do it in the finals as well.
All right, man. Anything you want to say on behalf of Noble?
I just want to big shout out to Recon for
Chad.
making this happen. Amazing org owner. I appreciate you. That's all I have to say.
All right, man. Spirits, good luck Sunday coming up. The finals.
Oh,
for
I thought there was
Dog-
gonna be. I
dog
thought.
meat at best.
I thought it was gonna be a shout out to Blitz in there for a second. So this is
No,
Recon with
dog
the
meat
big,
at best, dude.
with the big pats on his own back there. I see you. I see you.
Dude, Recon likes to inflate his own fucking giant head ego. Oh Lord, I do know why though. Recon, that is awful.
Why did Spirits not last long for you guys or something? What's so funny about that?
It is
Oh,
a very, very, very inside joke.
Okay, I got you. Well, like this is how easy it was to do DMR, like recoil management.
God, this game was fucking terrible, by the way.
Yeah. When you play other games and you come back to this, you just realize how
Yeah,
like
this game was fucking
I
terrible.
understand why people would come to my chat and be like, "Mobile game, lil W."
Yeah, we're just like, how in the fuck did I get time to play this shit ass game?
There you go.
Look at these players he's playing against right now, dude. Like, these people are terrible.
I mean, yeah. There's MM detailed Clam and Yautzen. So I mean, once you get a squad that's like, you know. Oh Jesus, more. Jesus, idiots, idiots.
Clam's fucking cheating.
My favorite are when people full peak and like have you seen that? Have you seen that Jordansky thing? I think we can end on that because that shit always makes me happy.
The Killman stuff?
Yeah. But not like the recent one where he's like a racist. This one. No. Oh, what? The tweet is unavailable. No way. There's no way. I want to go to his. No. It's got to be here again. Yeah, here it is. Okay, it's here. Okay. I'll give you the link so you can watch it along with me. Hang on. I have to re-enable my Discord so that I can DM you. Oh yeah. You got it. You got to get going.
Yeah. Watch this stuff. This is fucking.
Yeah, this shit is funny. So this is like a we've always talked about how there's boomers, haven't pressed play yet. In Ring who are just not good but have this huge inflated ego for no reason, and this is one of them. I'm trying to make this a video that y'all can watch without it being full screen. I think we'll just hide me and Blitz for the time being on this one because the webcam, or I'll just move us to the corner and I'll hide chat so we can all have a nice reaction on screen here. Let's see. Hide the YouTube chat. You guys will be back for us. And then we've got this. So we got side-by-sides of Jordansky, who played for what arguably was the #2 NA team for a while there because they were doing so well behind Noble. And then Killman, who's just a perpetual bottom half of the leaderboard kind of guy in terms of thinking he's good but not really being good. And here's him thinking that Jordansky is cheating, but then you see it from Jordansky's point of view. This man is like full peeking his whole body and wondering why he's getting bodied. Also got the score right, or I've got the freaking thing right over Blitz. So we're just gonna, I guess we'll just hide this away. Okay. I'm pressing play, by the way.
Well, I don't even know how that's possible right there. Holy shit.
Can you get a mid on that then?
Yeah, they can flash helicopter.
I don't have LOS.
I don't see them yet. Maybe. They grapple towards the rock.
Oh, nice shots, dude.
He's pushing you.
One's by the tree by helicopter.
Dude, Jordansky's gotta be fucking cheating. There's no fucking way.
Get a single hit?
See, it blows me away because whenever Trojdor, I still don't know how to say his name. Him and John, whenever they were on their team, they were the respected top 2 fraggers. On our team, we're the respected top 2 fraggers.
Bitch, swear.
And the dude just claps it, like 3 of the 4 of us, like it's nothing. There's no way he's that much better.
Dude, what is fucking...
I could see him specifically being a cheater because he's a little bitch model and cares too much about what people think. So I could see where that would
handsome man
would go into anything
this man
else
pound
that
my
he does.
cheeks,
So
by the way,
in order
any
for
day
him
of the
to
week.
What's
have
up,
a good
Ethan?
reputation, he would.
So what?
Dude, Jordansky's just so fucking suspect, dude. God, it's so
I know.
insane, dude. Like it just what he just did to does not even like. I don't know. It's crazy.
I recon. Please tell me we fade in a nose here. Oh, we don't. We gotta fade in the clown nose, bro. Yeah, that guy's a clown. As you said before, there's a clip out there of him calling a Twitch streamer the hard N-word, and then he got dropped from Supernova, which would have been great to have on the scene. Would have been great to have Supernova on the scene and that Hive Esports. They were gonna do good things for the scene as well in terms of like bringing in more orgs, because it looks great to see a bunch of orgs on tournament.
Dude, on the back end of that scene,
Yeah, on the back end it died hard, but like having more than just Noble would have been nice because then
Dude,
other
it
people
doesn't-
felt
not even that,
accessible.
bro. The TOs on that were the worst fucking thing ever, and that's not even talking about fucking like the orgs.
Oh,
Just,
okay,
like,
okay.
Dealing with these motherfuckers on
Yeah.
like the back end was impossible, dude.
Yeah.
Months just trying to talk to these people. Just
Oh. See, Recon say no, you
Nothing.
don't understand. So I must
Exactly.
be a little bit out of the
Fucking-
loop with how
oh
much
my
BS
God,
was
dude.
going on. Yeah.
bro, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, such is life. And yeah. So anything you'd like to say before we go? This is episode 6 of Mainstream Monday, right? We're gonna leave it up in this long form without it being edited down. Until I get it edited down and put up, which will probably be happening next week on Monday as a way of promoting the live taping that night as well. We strive to kind of educate streamers about what's going on. YouTube's a great place to do that because we obviously watched a few clips that got some Twitch people banned, and if we watch that on Twitch, we get banned. So, you know, you got to have the right platform and the right areas to discuss the right things. I'm very happy that we had Blitz, professional Apex Legends player for Noble Gaming. Noble Gaming on YouTube. I always say Noble Gaming, and then I correct myself and say Noble Esports because that's the Twitch stream team. And of course, full disclosure, right? I'm on the Noble community stream team, so I'm a little biased pro Noble on various things. I like to see them compete, and then I was competing against them in Row. I still wanted them to do well, and when all that Mikey and Cosmic shit went down, it's very easy to see where I would fall, just because I also have a sense of morals and because that was just such a easy choice. Jesus. No esports, just plain noble. No gaming, no esports. All right, we're gonna need to get the YouTube channel edited then. They literally bought a car and didn't know how to ride a bicycle. That kind of dumb. That's fair. That's fair. I feel you on that one. Amazon Cup champion, by the way, Blitzen. Noah.
That is true.
All right.
That is correct.
Anything
The
with
esports
people out
earnings
there?
proves it.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. DM me that link to your esports earnings page. That'll be the fade out.
Oh God, dude. All right, give me a second. Let me type it in.
Yeah. For those who don't know, you can't just hit stop streaming on OBS. I actually have to go into this thing here, and I'm not going to click it because it shows the server IP for like my hosted server and everything that hosts my live stream. And then I have to hit end stream here, and then I hit stop streaming on OBS. And Blitzen's got to go to bed. He's got to go do screams, and then I have got to do a 4 out of 10 mice testing. I'm currently doing a mouse test a day, and I'm going to put it up on YouTube. Help people understand stuff. Okay. All right. There we go. Hey, there it is. Noah Blitzen Davis, like Sean P. Diddy Combs. Apex Legends player. Earnings by year. 716. 20. Wait, what's this from? What's the 716 from? Apex? Okay. Where's like the total? First, Row Amazon Cup. 5th, AGLS number 6, NA. First, Row Anniversary Open. First, EPCL Below Zero Tournament. Second, Esports Arena Tournament 3. Third, Esports Arena Tournament 4. A 17th Apex on D Live Tournament. God, that was a while ago. Well, not just last year. And then first ROECL Season 2. We're missing one of these row tournaments. How could you have won 5 if we're not see? Oh, this end of season tournament and then the season, right? So
yeah.
So that's missing. 4 tournaments champion. Runner-up 1, which is second, and then third, 70s 1. All right. Listeners won $50 in cash prize from 2 tournaments before he turned 18. 0.79% of his total prize was earned before June.
Boom.
There you go. One of the 8 tournaments Blitzen received a cash prize. Largest was $5,000 from Row Amazon Cup on August 11th. He placed first, making up to 79.16% of his total prize money. For the last 90 days, Blitzen's won 716. Similar players. I don't know any of these names, but he's up here. You know what I mean? Wait, there's no way that's Nick. Yes, wait, dude. He's earned 6. He's a little bit higher than you. NMP Law, the guy that I told you about. Twitch Rivals.
Wait, dude.
TwitchCon Europe.
We're gonna be up there, dude.
Yeah, I mean he's like a World of Warcraft literal streamer, like, freaking, like this is the last thing before we absolutely go, because like this is how we can't watch it, but basically him and his girlfriend are arguing on Twitch, and it's like their whole relationship is up for everyone to judge. So definitely another thing to worry about. Don't have all your dirty laundry out there on the internet. What mouse does Blitzen use? It's actually the 5-time. Yes. I believe he uses the Logitech G Pro Wireless.
Bro, speaking of that mouse,
yes.
Love it to death, the cutie patootie.
Yeah.
This shit is now breaking because I play so much games. Recon, please, I will suck that tiny pee-pee of yours. Get a man a mouse.
There
Thank
it is.
You have a good day.
I bought a G Pro Wireless. It was a little bit too small. It was cramping my hand, but I did enjoy the wireless freedom. And I am kind of looking at the 903 because it's like a larger wireless mouse. So I'm interested in Logitech still. It's just I need something that fits a large right-handed palm grip. So it's not tiny. It's a good size, girthy, right? I mean, it's just small to medium, and I'm like, large-handed palm grip. So the G Pro Wireless just wasn't for me. I understand it's for other people for sure. Use the G502. Okay, this is the standard one that you see in every esports bar or whatever you want to call it for 10 years. I just don't like the thumb wing and the sniper DPI button that lowers your DPI so you can snipe. But I'm not trying to be overcritical of our lovely noble sponsor here, so I will give you this. The review from Rocket Jump Ninja of the Logitech G Pro Wireless. He was a huge fan. He said some very, very nice things about it. Like, listen to the first minute.
I've reviewed about 100 mice.
I love the G
I've also
Pro.
been
It is
playing
the
Quake
best.
for almost
Please
20
buy
years.
one with
There
the
is a lot
hashtag
to mouse
Stay Noble.
choice.
I love it
Everyone
so
wants
much.
different
Thank you very
things,
much.
and there is no such thing as a perfect mouse. That said, the Logitech G Pro Wireless is a medium-sized, ambidextrous mouse with modular side buttons, currently the best sensor on the market, and it only weighs about 80 grams. 80 grams in wireless is outstanding, especially for this size. On paper, this looks like the best mouse ever made for first-person shooters and possibly MOBAs too. You could even use it for MMOs. But that doesn't mean it's going to suit you. Remember, everyone is different. So I'm going to go through the usual size guides and testing, and by the end of this review, hopefully you'll know if it's right for you. Because at the time of release, it's not cheap. But I would say it's worth it. First, I want to answer a common question about wireless. So yes, Logitech Wireless is as good as wired mice. No latency, no performance issues. They're amazing. So if that's your only issue and you're a competitive player, I think it's time to try wireless. But there were two remaining problems: the weight and the battery life. But this one is 80 grams. And only 77 if you take out the bottom plate. If you play using the PowerPlay technology, it will be 82 grams. You could also add a 10 gram weight if it's too light, but heavy mice users may want to stick to the G403. If we look in the software quickly, you see it estimates the battery life at 49 hours. That's remaining on a full charge, so about 2 full days use. But that's with the lights on. With the lights off, it's about 63 hours. This is one of the best selling points of the mouse. A G903 with the lights off would last about half that. The same is true for the G403. Logitech have reduced the size of the battery to save on weight, but doubled the battery life. No doubt mostly thanks to the new Hero sensor. I'll get to that later. I don't think anyone is going to choose another mouse for better tech, other than maybe more buttons, and a hyper scroll wheel, which is why I recommend using a 2-mouse setup, one for gaming and one for work, if you can afford it. So this mouse is definitely something special. But as I said, there's a lot to mouse choice, so let's get into the details. It's plastic all over, and to reduce the weight so much, the walls are ultra thin at 1mm. Surprisingly, it's still very solid. I'm not feeling any flex when gripping it tightly, so the plastic is strong. And while they added some texture to it, some people might find it a bit slippery. It's similar to what you'd find on the G403 top, but
yeah, I mean, it was a great mouse. Uh-oh, what does that say? Listen, what does that say? My mice never dies power play.
Nothing. That said nothing.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, is that him DMing you?
Go back in the VOD, dude. That's all I'm saying.
Wait, oh, you were showing stuff on screen? I wasn't looking over.
Oh, dude. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I mean, this man goes crazy with it. Like, he'll do the hand-sized tips and guides, and, like, he'll line up a gajillion of them and say it. And what I really liked when I had the mouse is that he is right. The modular side buttons are sick. They ship you 4 buttons on either side and 4 flat buttons to just put in there to not be a button. So I put a flat on this one, and I put 2 flats on the other side. So I only had the thumb. Took a second. Oh, okay. All right. Use a G502 as well. It's great. I like my G502, but I really enjoy my G Pro. My mouse never dies. Power play. Yeah, I saw the Power Play mouse pad seems very interesting. Zero idea what he typed. You hate to see it. All right.
You do hate to see it.
Was it about me or was it at least something else?
No, it was something positive.
Uh-huh, sure. All right.
No, I swear it was.
All right. But anyway, this has been a very noble event. So it's been great. And I'm gonna hit. Do I have the button that turns off the stream? I hope I do. No, I don't. That's a song. What damn near makes me want to grab the jump around thing. And am I wearing pants? I can give you 1 jump.
Am I wearing pants? Oh no.
I'm not. I took my shorts off, bro. What do you want?
Oh no.
I just came in from the park, bro. I was gonna be hot and sweaty. That's why I threw on the beanie, so you don't get to make all the hair jokes you want to make. So I'm gonna plug in my.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm wearing pants now.
Oh my god.
I lost out here, looking ass. I have 0 day. What do you type? There you go. Okay, so. ROECL stats, dude, back in the day, bro. There you go. Search tool. Okay, it's not ready just yet. But already I have to just hang up on Blitz. Well, I have to turn off my camera. Yeah, get owned. I know you're super upset about not being able to see me anymore. That means I have to reactivate my other webcam. And then I have to look up the IP, which sucks because it takes 10 years, the search tool, please. Because we have an inside and outside here. Uh-oh, I'm worried about what he's got on camera now. He's doing something in his phone. He's doing something.
Nothing's going on over here. Buddy.
Nothing's over. Okay, there we go. Okay, so it's on the 6 IP. So we just have to properties. All right. Well, I'm gonna give you this jump, and then we have to go because I've held him up even longer than he said. Probably half an hour longer than he said. You have to chug some melatonin and go to sleep like a boomer. Can't wait till Blitzen's a boomer. It's gonna be great. Looking forward to it. To be honest. Sure. I actually don't even want to play the song because I could get copyright claimed. All right. We about to risk it all for y'all, DMCA wise. All right. Here it is. Knight, take mod away. All right, I'm taking it out. Thank you so much, guys. As soon as this is over, I'm turning off the stream. It'll be edited up and put online on Monday, but for now, this long-form stream will remain on the channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe, okay? Please stop Papagen up from Twitch so we can... There it is. All right. Jesus, that's super loud. Nobody told me. All right, any words out there for the people, Blitz, before I turn this off?
No, mostly just back on the things we talked about in the initial start of the podcast. Find the facts and be true to the facts. Don't just take people's opinion as your opinion.
Yeah, be friends with the facts, for sure.
Yeah, there you go. That's all I got.
All right, later, guys. Thank you so much for watching the episode. Hopefully you've left a like and a comment with your thoughts down below. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe. We'd love to make YouTube partnerships so that the ads that play in the beginning of the video, which of course I have no control over, benefit the channel in some way. So we do need to get to 1,000 subscribers, and in one 12-month period, we need 4,000 VRs. So hopefully you enjoyed. We've got a couple more episodes that still are in the editing process that will get uploaded as well. And of course, we film either Monday live on YouTube or Tuesday live on Trovo. And of course, we're owning Toaster on both of those platforms. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.